our culture, our history. Matuni ding setete abako sem. No on a Friday ni your bars on bars. You better rap, you better say it. No artists go join me in the studio. We're gonna discuss about music and business. Konya, or you singer and now you rapper, you think say you get bars. You go fit spit fire now. Listen, make you join me with studios. Our Ghana Talks Radio and you say then our day. Me say download the Ghana Talks Radio app no. Our Play Store and the App Store. Not tune in and say this is what you say. Baba live on Facebook, Kointakra, any Ghana Talks Radio page and this now. Listen, I bet you fire. 1 year, Konya, Wading, Jajan.
Are you ready to amplify your business or brand's reach and make a meaningful impact in Ghana and beyond? Partner with Ghana Talks Radio today to connect with a diverse audience across Ghana and beyond. Elevate your brand through on-air promotions and social media. Boost your brand during prime time. With Ghana Talks Radio, you can extend your reach across digital platforms. Ghana Talks Radio is not just a station, it is a community hub where your brand becomes part of the conversation. Join us in fostering connections, celebrating culture, and making a lasting impression. For customized sponsorship packages and enquiries, email contact@GhanaTalksRadio.com or call +233 202 544614. Ghana Talks Radio, giving the youth a voice.
What do you want for breakfast? How do you want your breakfast?
English breakfast, French fries.
Koko nikosi, alo komi kesheto.
Wache.
Well, Gobe is the real deal.
Join us on Ghana Talks Radio. Let's serve you a buffet of breakfast.
From news headlines review, current affairs to social issues.
Entertainment, sports, and all the trending stories live on our mobile app and across all socials. From Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. to 10 a.m.
With me, Pakwesi Omare,
Regina Bless,
Deborah Adoso,
and I am Esinal Fiagbedu. This is Ghana Talks Breakfast Show.
This is Ghana Talks Breakfast Show, your morning companion. Show, your morning companion.
Good morning, Ghana. It's a beautiful Wednesday morning, and you are welcome to the Ghana Talks Breakfast Show right here on Ghana Talks Radio. You're welcome to the news headline review. Here we bring you all the latest headlines making waves in the news, from business to politics, from sport to entertainment. We got you covered with the most relevant stories and informed perspectives on issues that matter to you every morning right here on the news headline review. I answer to the name Ruth Esinam Fiagbedu, and joining me this morning is my knowledgeable panelists, Ms. Debbie Adoso and Ms. Regina Bless. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
How are you doing?
The grace is sufficient.
We bless God. Ms. Regina, how are you?
I'm good. What of you?
I'm fine. Hope all is well.
Yeah, all is well.
Oh, we thank God. Is there something going on that I don't know? Debbie is wearing black. You are wearing red.
Red, gold.
And I'm wearing yellow.
It's still in the flag.
Red,
It's still
gold,
in the
green.
flag. So maybe producer you should have
No,
all
no,
green.
no. Producer inside
MCR.
a number of freedom. So
Inside.
red, gold, green, black.
Black Star.
Oh, and Ghana is a Wednesday born as well.
Yeah, so
yeah,
you know.
true.
You
Yeah.
are the one saying
Ghana is
Ghana
a
is
Wednesday.
a Wednesday
Oh,
born.
we
it. But
checked.
she still call Amagana.
The
That
fact that
Ghana-
it's normalized doesn't
Someone
mean
just
it's
brought it
true.
up, and they all no be adding who Jim say.
Nah, I cry. It's still the fact. And the
as
fact
long
still
as
remains the fact.
My fact is telling me that 1957 6th March was Wednesday. That's me saying fact. If you are
Yeah.
saying Ama, come and show me evidence. That's it.
Yeah.
All right, thank you so much. You're welcome to the news headline review. Let's dive into our major news items for this morning. NPP expand voting poll for presidential primaries. The new Patriotic Party has announced the registration of several new categories of officials and dignitaries who will be eligible to vote in its presidential primary scheduled for Saturday, January 31st, 2026. This decision, made in accordance with Article 13, Chapter 1, Chapter 11 of the party's constitution, and the motion adopted on July 19, 2025, aims to expand the primaries voter register, also known as the album. The newly included categories of delegates are extensive and broad, bringing in a wider range of party officials. They include all former regional and constituency executive, all former party card-bearing members of parliament and parliamentary candidates, and all past national officers. The list also features all former party card-bearing ministers, deputy ministers, and municipal and metropolitan district chief assemblies, chief executives. Furthermore, the updated album will include members and patrons from various party councils. The new delegates include all members of the National Council of Elders, 30 members of the National Council of Patrons, and 10 members from each regional council of elders and 10 patrons from each region. At the constituency level, 5 members from each constituency council of elders and 5 patrons from each constituency will also be included. The party has also extended inclusion to its external branches and tertiary student wigs. The register will now include all external branch executives and former external branch executive. Additionally, it will feature the TESCOM presidents from each recognized tertiary institution, the National TESCOM coordinator, and all regional TESCOM coordinators, and 1 TESCOM patron from each recognized institution. For convenience, an online registration link will be provided to external branch executives, while other members can download a registration form from the party's website and liaise with their respective regions and constituencies. The deadline for the exclusive registration exercise is Friday, September 19th, 2025. The Presidential Elections Committee will conduct a comprehensive verification to ensure that only an authentic and credible register is used for the election. And this is coming from the camp of the NPP. They said they have expanded their voting poll for presidential primaries, which will be taking place 31st July 2026. Yes. Why are you surprised?
That will be taking place 31st July.
31st January, sorry. 31st January 2026. That is next year.
Okay.
Thank you for the correction. Share your thoughts with me on that.
All right. So by decentralizing the votes, I think it's a good thing because it will go beyond top elites just making sure that they are the only one to vote these people or who select these people. First off, I think it would be a fair and transparent election. It shouldn't be based on only the top people who would be picking their presidential aspirants. They've even given the chance to this TESCON organizers and other tertiary institutions to also come out to pick their leader. When picking a leader shouldn't be, how would I put it, shouldn't be based on, should I say, merit, because it will be like, yeah, and I'm voting for you, and at the end of the day, people will be like, either that you've cheated, blah blah blah, this or that, and all that. So I think it's a very good thing. It will first promote unity. Secondly, fairness and transparency in the election, and also you give the room for everyone to make sure that they vote for who they want to be president. Yesterday I was having a conversation. I was like, in my head, these people, I'm not sure they'll win, but at the end of the day, they are still making effort. And someone said, don't I think some of these people, they are just wasting money? And I was like, oh no. In as much as I feel it's their own money, they can't waste money, because at the end of the day, your mom bottom sika, whether they take loan, they don't take loan, and no found. What really matters is you just go. If you are being voted for, then you assume your position as president or any other thing. But sometimes, looking at these, should I say, elderly folks, they still want to have a position in power. Oh wow. You just say good luck to them. But for the decentralization of the voting there, I think it's a great call.
Do you think they'll be able to manage this large number of voters since they've opened it up for? Because the number is quite huge.
Oh, I think they can. It only boils down to finance. When you're able to finance it well, you'll be able to coordinate whatever you are doing. It's just like the general elections. A lot goes into it, proper planning. So I believe that once they're able to finance, and we have big wigs in the NPP, they can finance everything they want to do. So it's all about proper coordinating, and they being fair to each other and transparent. They need to make sure that whatever they are doing, at the end of the day, who say, I've been cheated on, you stole this, you stole that. So
Miss Debbie.
Yeah, so MPP expanding their voting polls to everyone, I think it's a good one, because first it has to do with only ministers. That has to be delegates who are supposed to cast their votes, from what I know. But now that they are involving everybody, I think it's good. And some time ago I heard one man, he has been, I think he's one of the oldest man in the party aside Mr. Nyaho Tamakulu, and he was actually interviewed, and he made a proposal that they should allow people, they should even allow everyone, including the grassroots, to choose people they want to be the flag bearer. It shouldn't be a biased thing. You know, when it has to do with the ministers Nankasakro, they are already divided, and some of them has clearly showed that I am for this camp. Maybe I am for the Baumia camp. I am for the what's the name? Kennedy Japan's camp. So if you have maybe, let's say, 20 ministers, you already know who is winning, because you know who is for who, and then you know who is for you, and that is when the vote buying comes in, because you want to convince the other people to come join you and then vote for you. They might not clearly come out to declare their stance for you, but backdoors, they are giving something, so they will end up voting for you. So I believe that now that they are bringing everyone on board, it's a diverse thing, and everyone will has to vote. The thing is, come and vote for who you know can lead, not only lead the party, but as well lead the country. Someone you feel like can actually compete, because 2028 to come, NDC will also bring out a new candidate. Other parties will also bring out a new candidate. So you are bringing someone who is intellectual, someone who is going to someone who is coming to unite the party, someone who is coming to put things in order in the party. So giving opportunity to everyone, I feel like it's good, but I'm not sure it will be fair and transparent.
Why do you say
I'm
so?
not really sure. Even in normal, I remember 2024 was the election, so somewhere 2020, before the election, before 2024 election, somewhere 2023, and I'm a yes, somewhere ending of 2023, like September, October. That was when they did the internal primaries for the MPP to choose a flag bearer for the 2024 election. And I can remember that it wasn't easy. The tense fight was between Kennedy Japan's camp and Baumia's camp, and like it was bad, very, very, very bad. You hear that this person has gone here to beat this camp members, preventing people to come and vote. You hear that a foot soldier from Kennedy's camp went to Baumia's camp to prevent people and deter them from voting. So it became so after the results came out and Baumia emerged as a flag bearer for the MPP party, people did not still understand, because they felt like because in some parts, every camp team, you bring out one person. Let's say they are going to vote in different regions. It's not only in Accra. Tescom, we have Tescom, some Tescom members too in the Volta region. We have them across the region. So each camp is going to dedicate one person, and then you are supposed to stand there and witness whatever is going on. But during that time, we see people beating other camp team members, preventing them not to have access to what is going on. So if they are saying that they want to reach out to everybody, and they are the same people preaching about unity, then we are hoping that such thing does not happen. But me, I'm not sure this thing is going to end on transparency.
Sure. So in a way, you think it's good to include all those people.
It's good.
But in a way, too, you also think it's a bad idea to include all these people.
It's not a bad idea to include them, but what I'm saying that for transparency to be so evident in their election, I'm not sure. See, we've heard people saying that they've paid delegates 1,000 cedis each, and sometimes they bus people to come and vote, and then each person is taking like 1,000, 2,000, and that is, you're actually telling the person to come and vote for me, and you know, delegates, you can take the money, you will still not vote. People buy votes. Yesterday, Brian Echampo was saying that the previous campaign they did to elect Baumia as a flag bearer, then he didn't apply to be a flag bearer, but now he's applying. So he said he paid, I don't know whether what he's saying was true, but then I heard him saying that he paid each delegate like 1,500 to vote for Dr. Baumia. He said it himself. I saw him on Twitter saying it. So you see, this is something that has become so normalized. I would say in the party, not only in the party, but it has been normalized. But MPP has actually normalized it in the party. So involving everybody, there is no problem with that. But to ensure transparency, that Baumia won, Kennedy Japan won, Brian Echampo won, and there is another one also called Ejapon, former general secretary for the MPP. He also won. Then we know that is it. But hey, I'm not sure. It is going to be very tough.
And it's going to be very chaotic.
Very, very chaotic.
If they don't take time and manage their people,
very, very chaotic.
It's going to be an issue.
This thing that they are going about preaching about unity, behind us, they know what they are doing. For transparency to reign, I'm not sure.
You're not sure.
I'm not sure.
Anyways, we are just hoping for the best. And we are just hoping that we are not going to hear anything too extreme. To the extent of costing someone's life.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
They beat people.
Yeah.
The previous prime minister, they really beat people, and then they came out saying it. Especially these two camps, Baumia and Kennedy, because they are the two hot cake in this primaries. I'm not saying that Brian Echampo cannot win. I'm not saying other candidates cannot win. But if you look at the primaries, it's between Kennedy Japan and Baumia. Yes, it's between these two people. And if one should emerge as victorious, the one I have in mind, then it's two. All
right. Moving on to our next news story. Ghana named West Africa's regional hub for waste management. The Minister for Local Government, Chieftaincy and Religious Affairs, Ahmed Ibrahim, has announced that Ghana has been appointed as the West African regional hub for policy support on waste management and the circular economy. Speaking at the opening of a 3-day regional workshop in Accra on Tuesday, August 26th, he said the designation places a major responsibility on Ghana to lead regional forums, share best practices, and promote cooperation to transform waste into resources. The workshop, organized by the ministry in collaboration with the United Nations Office for Sustainable Development, has attracted participants from across West Africa, the UN system, and aligned organizations. The minister noted that rapid urbanization and population growth continue to strain waste systems across the sub-region, but stressed that the circular economy provides opportunity to reduce waste, creates green jobs, and cuts emission. And this is coming from the Minister for Local Government, Chieftaincy and Religious Affairs, in the person of Ahmed Ibrahim. He said Ghana has been named the West Africa Regional Hub for Waste Management and the Circular Economy, giving it the mandate to lead regional dialogue, share best practices, and support cooperation among West African countries. This role comes at a time when urbanization and population growth are putting pressure on waste systems, but it also opens opportunity for innovation, job creation, and sustainable development. You know, as a country, we are facing waste crisis already. And now we have been named as West Africa Regional Hub for waste management. Do you think they even made the right choice to even name Ghana as that?
No, they didn't even make the right choice. But I think one thing really came in mind. No matter how you degrade yourself, someone is seeing you somewhere you have no idea of as her role model or his role model. Yeah, I don't see why they should name Ghana a hub of waste management.
Because upie wa hase kra bola obeshia.
Maybe there are other things that they've considered aside what we see physically on the street.
But Debbie, you and I, let's be honest.
We don't deserve it. We don't deserve it. We don't deserve it. Cry. And yo.
Oh, it's
but I think sometimes when you're not good in something and they give you that responsibility, at the end of the day,
you work so hard.
So you see, they've actually said it here that it's going to give a lot of work to Ghana to promote best practices, cooperation to transform waste into resources. Some time ago, a lecturer at the University of Ghana called on the government that they should recycle some of this plastics into useful stuffs. We have people in this country that recycle plastic stuffs into chair.
Yes, I saw that.
Into bags.
Even decks.
Into chain.
Student decks.
Student decks. These are personal and private entity doing this. So the government can actually invest into them. You have people who go to universities to learn this, but at the end they travel out of the country. Because how many companies do we have that recycle this waste into useful materials that it is being used by the citizens itself? And so we being crowned as a hub of
West Africa Regional Hub for Waste Management.
It's funny, it's funny because if you go out, I don't know, you know the day we are going to Accra, I catch say if they're overhead. If you pass Kanishi, getting out from Kanishi to Accra, the highway, look at both sides. You saw the rubbish there.
If it was exams, bribery and corruption, I baby.
Yeah.
Or they pay their way through.
Oh yes, they do.
No. I'm not sure things like this they actually pay their way to go through. But just as you said, maybe they watch, they observe, and then they notice.
I'm sure maybe they've seen that we are putting in effort because sometimes. Sometimes Mama said he's going to do away with the use of plastic, and then bring in these paper bags that can easily be bent.
That could be a factor.
So yes, they've seen all this in, and then they've noticed that we are putting in effort to try. Me, I've not been to Nigeria before, but I've heard things. I've not been there. I don't know how that place looks like, but I've heard that a hono ball and a way.
But that's so.
You get it. That's so. You see, I've not been to other countries before though, but maybe they've considered some factor that we do not know, and then they've crowned us that. Although we say Ghana is dirty, but you can actually get to some areas in Accra here that are very neat.
Yes.
Especially estate communities. Very neat.
They are very neat.
You don't even think that there are human beings there, but they are. Everybody's minding their business in there. But when you come to our Zongos, and especially the ghetto side, where this one, I won't go far. Bawe. Bawe Zero. That area. And Bola Nini will be feeling Bola Nini, someone is selling here.
Wow.
And that is how far we've gotten to. So, if they're giving us this, as Regina said, it's a tax. This is a very big tax on us. We have to start from our home before we go about preaching to people on how to manage their waste.
So, right now, we are supposed to manage the waste. That means that we need to recycle especially the plastic, because the plastic there, we are using it everyday life. Plastic. Do you think Ghana has that infrastructure and those machines to recycle these plastics into some other reasonable resources for use? Because myself, I haven't really.
No, I don't know, but since the responsibility has been given to you, you have to make sure that you meet all the targets. You need to make sure you meet all the targets. At the end of the day, say, well, lecture, they are no, your upon say at the end of the day, but your exam say where you've passed. So I think that is how it is. So if you are supposed to put certain things in place to make sure that you meet their target, you need to do it. If you don't have it, you have to get it. If you need something, you have to make sure you get it. So, and I always say it all boils down to mentality. She cited an example when it comes to estate, and this should tell you that we are capable of making sure that our environment are neat. It will be very hard for you to go into an estate and just dump rubbish anyhow. One kasa wadrimu bebu for. But when you go into an environment where the place is clean, you can't do that. Unless you are an indisciplined person, and excuse me to say, you are an animal. The last time after eating, we just got to the side and one vehicle just passing by dumped something
on the floor.
You see, even though you say this place is not really a dirty place, it's a clean street, but still ojato. So this should tell you that he's an animal. He's not a human being. So sometimes it all boils down to our personality, our mentality, what we think. I sometimes think, how you let people see you out, that is the same way you present yourself at home also. If you are dirty outside, obviously your room is also dirty. If you show signs of carelessness, obviously you are careless when you get to the house. So sometimes we pano your mentality. Said your dream.
Then Ghana has a long way to go when it comes to sanitation issues.
The dustbin outside, they've specified wet and dry. You see, one is a brodo, na they are two. I watched a movie where, these police officers, they are everywhere. I watched the movie. The young lady, she just took her baller. When you go out, you are supposed to sort it out. Plastic goes one side, fabric goes one side, and other things also go one side. But for her, she dumped everything. And alarm no boy, ping. And all of a sudden, police officers came and told her to make sure that she does the right thing.
Wow.
But Ghana, how much the bar, Dabi? Ubako kwa that's been si ho. Nipa no found tum or the beton chain.
And I think that's what we are seeing.
Yes.
Over call other places, Zoom Lion baller like contain and easier. But we won't say like the rubbish not to baller nature. So you had the energy to walk to the dustbin and you didn't open the dustbin and put the rubbish inside and you put the rubbish by the dustbin.
And sometimes with the Zoom Lion container is full, like it's full and outpouring. So when they come, they just pour it beside the container and then they leave. And it's because those times the people complain that they are not being paid well, but now we know that they've terminated their contract.
They've terminated their contracts. So those people are jobless now.
I don't know, but of late I've been seeing some of them. They don't wear the Zoom Lion this thing, but they wear this reflector, orange reflector, and then they are moving about cleaning the street. So I don't know whether that is a new people the government is working with. I don't really know.
Oh, okay.
I've been seeing them on the street.
When it comes to sanitation issues there, Ghana has a long way to go. And right now that they are making us a West Africa waste management hub, we have a big role to play as a country.
Because even our beaches are not clean.
Yeah, at least.
Go to Labadi Beach right now, it's a baller beach now.
At least to show that we are competent and then we are ready for the tax. We have to do all we can as a country to make sure that we are deserving of whatever post or whatever position they've given to us as a country. So please, all of you out there, dispose properly. You are not supposed to put rubbish on the floor. Do not do that. And be your brother's keeper. If you see someone doing it, make sure you reprimand that person and tell that person to come back and come and pick it and do the right thing. So you look out for each other and do the right thing yourself. And I think that's how we can go a long way as a country to curb this whole sanitation crisis. All right, moving on to our next news item. Closure of Wontumi Radio, an attempt to silence our grassroots. Asante Region NPP Youth Organizer. The Asante Regional Youth Wing of the New Patriotic Party has lashed out at the National Communications Authority over the recent closure of 3 Wontumi radio stations, describing the action as a calculated attempt to silence the vibrant voice of our grassroots. In a statement signed by the regional youth organizer Raphael Patrick Safo and issued on Tuesday, August 26th, the youth wing condemned what it sees as a politically motivated move to cripple a media outlet known for giving a voice to the party's grassroots base. The statement read, "We strongly condemn this act, which we consider not only a direct attack on media freedom, but also a calculated attempt to silence the vibrant voice of our grassroots." Wontumi Radio, owned by Asante Regional NPP Chairman Bernard Entry Boesiako, popularly known as Chairman Wontumi, operates stations in Kumasi, Accra, and Takoradi. The stations, according to the youth wing, have become household names, providing jobs, promoting public discourse, and amplifying ordinary voices. The National Communications Authority recently ordered the suspension of Wontumi Radio's operation in Accra, Kumasi, and Takoradi for regulatory breaches. The NCA cited unauthorized use of studio to transmitter link frequencies and operation from unapproved transmitter location. The authority explained that the stations failed to take corrective action during the 30-day grace period granted by President John Dramani Mahama, which was intended to allow defaulting broadcasters to resolve violations. The enforcement, the NCA said, is in line with Regulation 54 of the Electronic Communications Regulation 2011 LI 1991. And this is coming from the Asante Region NPP Youth Organizer, Raphael Entry. He's saying that the closing down of Wontumi Radio is not based on them violating any rules when it comes to the media, but rather is politically motivated. Do you see it as such, Miss Regina?
Politically motivated
because it's going to prevent the grassroots from, communicating their discourse and then venting, because You want to me radio there. Immediately you see the radio station, you know that hey, this one there MPP. And right now they've gone to close it down. They're saying that almost share that they intentionally did that.
Okay. Before the closure of Wuntumi, I think it was suspended some time ago due to one or two things. And see, as a media outlet, one thing I believe in, you need to be neutral. You don't have to make your position known, your stance known to people. The owner can be an NPP member, NPP chairman or whatever, but the members of that media outlets need to be neutral. Say won to me on one person about betina radio no so na TV no so akadia was so can. I believe they have a manager. You as a manager, you can caution him, CEO or not CEO, you can caution your CEO. So this is not how it's done. And just recently, this young man that was arrested. Won to me, your friend is saying presenter, won to me present, aka I'm a hero.
I'm a hero.
I think today he'll be going to court to hear of the final verdict that will be given to him. Say Obakwa demo, say you know, say you pay a fine, we are yet to know. But you don't sit on radio, you don't sit on TV and say things you don't have evidence to, and say things you don't have facts to. See, I would say this all boils down to the management of that media outlet, because they've given so much room to, should I say, incompetent, so much room to bias and all that. As a media, you need to be free and fair. You need to be transparent. You need to be neutral. But we know Wuntumi for what he is. We know him for what he is.
Exactly.
So this is not politically motivated. National Commission
For civic education.
no media. It's a media something. National Commission for something or National Communication Authority. They have every right to even say these people we should blacklist them. GJ also have a right to say let's blacklist these people out. See, they always teach us media law and ethics, things you are supposed to do, things you are not supposed to do, things you are supposed to say, things you are not supposed to say. You can't sit on TV and say a whole president has a hand in what went on. First off, when you put his presidency aside, even if he was a normal human being, he can still take you to court and sue you because it's a very big and huge allegation. So for 80, when at the end of the day, you are telling me that I have a hand in it.
Show me evidence.
Show me evidence, and now you can't show me evidence. So the closure is not based on any political agenda or propaganda. No, I don't believe in it. Because before then, Krampodan, they've already been suspended together with other media houses. So this is not. So would they also say that the suspension of other media houses is also politically motivated? There are lots of avenues you can communicate. If you want to really communicate, if you want to be the voice of the voiceless, there are lots of avenues you can communicate. I believe they have social media. You can communicate there. So,
all right, Miss Debbie, briefly.
Okay, so coming out to let us know that shutting down a Wuntumi radio station is going to prevent grassroots from expressing their opinion. It's Wuntumi station, the only station we have in this country. You know, station Peace FM. Peace FM is noted to be an MPP station. Everyone knows that. We have a lot of stations that have been tagged with political affiliation. You can actually go there. We have stations that are also neutral. They take both sides of the MPP and the NDC. You can as well go there to share your thoughts. So you are trying to say that if someone is doing the wrong thing, we should allow the person to do it because the person is affiliated to a political party. No. Well, what I know is that no one is above the law. And the same law that states that you cannot be allowed to go scot-free if you do something against the law is the same law that states that you cannot speak without evidence. You cannot allegedly say something about someone without having facts. some time ago they arrested a journalist because of that. He made a defamation case without a proof, and he was jailed. He was jailed because you cannot speak without evidence. If you know you don't have evidence, you just shut up. You don't make, even if the person who opened the station is telling you, there was this man I met, and then he was actually saying a lot of things, and he was like, oh, the station, he actually owns a station where he works, so he was telling that, oh, yeah, the station, they catch you on following your mobile. You tell them what to do so that they attract, you attract views. You attract views to the station. So if it is insult, you insult people. So it means with that particular station, they pump things into your mind to come and say things that can even cause chaos. So long as you are attracting views to the station, it's okay for them. And in my mind, I was like, so you tell the presenter to do this. When they come to arrest, are they going to arrest you or they are arresting the presenter? So this guy might be working for Wuntimi. I'm not saying maybe Wuntimi told him to come and say this, but even if Wuntimi is behind this, Wuntimi Nashao. He's the one. There's no Wuntimi. The first the Wuntimi was behind him. The rest of the days, have you seen him there? No, because
Why I wanted that?
Thank you. He's already in the trap. So if you know that you are being chased after someone, you know that your life is at stake, you don't continue to do things that will worsen the case. You pass through some corners because you know when your government is not in power. You cannot do what you used to do and then they allow you to go scot-free. No. So because Wuntimi station belongs to the MPP, so when they are doing things that do not go in relations to the law, no. We cannot leave them like that. The law is the law, and the law must work. It is only in Ghana that we have the laws, we have the rules, but they are not working, and then it's favoring some people. I wouldn't be surprised if this guy will be jailed.
Oh yeah. And
I'm sure it will be used as deterrence for others.
For others.
When you come out from this station, from the prison, and then you are being employed by a station, and they are chipping words into your mouth to say, when you sit on air, you will definitely know what to say. Because if you're not careful with the kind of words you use.
I'm waiting for one person they should come for.
Really?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, yeah.
I'll tell you back door.
It's like another person you're talking about.
I'm just praying that he will fall into that trap and they'll come for him.
I know the person you're talking about. Yeah, so you see, you're supposed to abide by the rule. No, I can stand up today and be like, I'm opening my own radio station. No one will stop me.
Right.
But I'm supposed to abide by the rules. If I don't abide by the rules, the laws will come after me.
The laws
and when they are coming after me, you have to be prepared.
You have to be prepared. The laws will come after you, and when they are coming after you, you need to be prepared. All right. Thank you so much for joining us in News Headline Review. Up next, you have Debbie's Girl.
Welcome to Debbie's Grill, where we talk about issues that concern the state, void of politics, fear or favor. The West African Examinations Council has rejected calls by the National Union of Ghana Students for urgent reforms to include student representation in national examination decision making. NUGS had raised concerns about what it described as the exclusion of student voices from critical WAEC committees such as the Ghana Examinations Committee and the WAEC Investigative Committee, which oversees examination cancellation and probe malpractices. So responding to the call, the head of WAEC's national office, Dr. Rosemond Wilson, argued that the council already has adequate mechanisms to engage directly with stakeholders most affected by its decision. She stressed that students through NUGS are not required in some structures. So she further explained that issues to examination, malpractices and cancellation are handled directly with candidates and teachers, making the role of the NUGS unnecessary. So this is actually coming from WAEC. They are saying that they don't need the NUGS in their committee. Recently, we had complaints that state that a lot of BEC papers have been cancelled. Some people results came out very, very bad. And it has been a call to action. And so the NUGS is saying, the NUGS, they are representatives for schools. And so they are calling for WAEC to include them in their committee. And we know that these NUGS actually have direct relation with students. They have a direct relation with the students. In fact, they are students themselves. They've gone through that and they are still experiencing it. And so they want to include them. This is decision making. It's not as if they are going to add up to the board, or they are going to mark papers for these students, or they are going to do something. No, just include them to the board, and then they offer their decisions. Maybe this year we've recorded about 90% of these students engage in malpractices. This is what we want to do to deter them. Maybe we want to cancel their papers. Maybe we want to refer some of them. Then they can also add their decision. That, see, we are so close to the student. This and that and that and that are their main reasons. Now, WAEC is also saying that NUGS, you haven't gotten there. You haven't acquired your certificate to be picked up or nominated as a GS. You don't work with the Ghana Education Service. You've not gotten there. Why do you want to be added to the committee? After all, we the committee have a direct interaction with students. We have a direct interaction with the teachers. We have a direct interaction with the parents. And so NUGS, what you are bringing on board does not make sense. And I want to state this clear. Teachers will not tell you the raw issue on ground. No teacher will tell you, because this school has been noted for maybe malpractice. And you think a teacher will be open to tell you that yes, it is true. We usually copy a lot. And those are the main reason. No. Maybe the teachers are not even doing their best to equip this student for their examination. And you think these teachers can stand up, or the head teachers of these schools can tell you that it's true, our teachers do not do their best, so I think the fault is from their teachers. No. They will always shift the blame to the students. They will always shift the blame to the students. Every teacher will tell you that I've done my part. And they will tell you that the teacher is supposed to do 40%, the remaining 70% is for the students. When you go home, you do extra of what the teacher has taught you. And so when you tell me that because you interact with teachers, you interact with these students, and you think a student who has copied in an examination hall, you've cancelled her paper or his paper, and then you go to see him, and this student will be sincere enough to tell you the reason why he or she is copying. No, they won't do that. But you see, the NUGS, there is this kind of relationship between representatives of the schools and then normal students. They are representatives from different schools. They know what is going on ground. They've spoken to some of these students. Involving them in the committee is not as if they are taking your job from you. It's not as if they are taking your responsibility, or they are coming to do what you are already doing. It's just to add a fair knowledge. Why not give them the opportunity? And then when you feel like they are not doing the right thing, you can decide to take them out. But immediately you said, no, you don't need them on board. Why would you say you don't need them on board? This has been happening consistently. Every year we will have schools that their papers are cancelled. Every year we will have students that have copied in examination hall. And every year they arrest teachers with mobile phones. Recently they arrested one at Bema Camp with a phone and questions to the oral English they wrote. This has been happening every day, and I think WAEC needs to do a thorough checkup within the committee themselves. Because if you're setting up a question, and the question links, the teacher in the school at Odogono is not part of your committee. So if these exam questions are linked, you cannot tell me that the teacher in Odogono linked that question. It is between the executives of the WAEC. You people should question yourself and then do a thorough checkup within that same committee, because it does not make sense. And sometimes you go to the exam or the same question, what they saw is what is there. These teachers do not work with you people. When you people set the questions, it's not supposed to be known till you are in the hall. But 10 minutes before the main paper, the questions are all over the net. Who spread it? That should be the question you should be asking yourself. It is an insider. This is not someone outside. It's an insider. But you will be the same people that are complaining that there are more practices and stuffs. Who is behind this? Who is linking those questions? It's because they are linking those questions. Why do you expect the students to study? If you always go through, you always solve a problem using the right direction, and then you feel like it's not helping, what do? Is to change the direction to the left side and see whether that is going to solve the problem. So if the nooks are calling on you that they want you to include them in your committee so they can share their ideas or their thoughts, there is absolutely nothing wrong with that. There is nothing wrong with that. These people can go as far as convincing students to know more of what they are going through. But when you feel like the wire committee is the best people that can solve this more practice, and they enjoy it because more practice is a chapapa. That is why I'm saying that you have to do a thorough check within the wire committee themselves, those who set the questions. If we are 5 people that set questions, and the question is to be released the day students are supposed to write the paper, and a day before that day, the questions are linked outside or are being exposed, then it means there is someone within you people that is linking the questions. And so long as the questions has been linked there, then I'll pursue one. And I'm tempted to believe that maybe you are not being paid well, because they don't just give you the questions like that. You have to pay before they release those questions to you. And a lot of people have taken advantage over that to lure students, take their money, and so they give them questions, you get, and then that is not the questions on the paper. And so to solve more practices in examination, it has to do with a whole lot. We're supposed to tackle it from the root cause. Who is linking those questions? What should we do to prevent it? How do we get to convince the student to pour out their heart to us? Why do they always copy? Is it that they are not being taught well? Is it that it is themselves that are refusing to study? These are questions that you should ask yourself. And you feel like you've done all this and it doesn't work, what do you think you should do? Then you come up with the next step. And I think nooks will help. Taking them out or not including them because they've not gotten to your standard or because they've not achieved those PhD and masters is not going to help us solve more practices. Thank you for making time with me on Debbie's Grill.
Thank you so much, Miss Debbie, for making time with us. Today in history with Miss Regina.
Today in history, W.E.B. Du Bois died in Ghana, West Africa, on this day 1963. At the age of 95, the day before the historic March on Washington for Jobs and Freedom, Du Bois, a prominent sociologist, civil rights activist, and author, had become a Ghanaian citizen in 1961 and was living in the country's capital to work on the Encyclopedia Africana project. His death was announced to the crowd at the March on Washington, and he received the state funeral by President Kwame Nkrumah. Anglo-Zanzibar War, the shortest war in history, occurred on 1896 and is recognized as the shortest war in history, lasting approximately 38 minutes. The conflict arose when Britain objected to the ascension of Khalid bin Bargash to the Sultanate of Zanzibar and demanded his removal. After Khalid refused the British ultimatum, Royal Navy ships bombarded the palace, leading to a quick defeat of the Sultan's forces, the death of over 500 defenders, and the installation of a pro-British Sultan. Moldova gains its independence on this day 1991, declaring itself a sovereign republic following the collapse of the Soviet Union. The Declaration of Independence was signed by the majority of the elected members of parliament, and Moldova immediately sought to join the United Nations and other international organizations. Its independence marked the culmination of a long history of shifting allegiances, with the country having been under various rule, including the Soviet Union, which annexed it in 1940. Military coup in Nigeria, 1985, in which Major General Ibrahim overthrew the government of General Muhammadu Buhari. This was facilitated by Buhari's absence from Lagos and the pilgrimage of his chief aide, Major General Tunde, to Saudi Arabia. 2008, Obama formally selected as the Democratic Party nominee for President of the United States. Barack Obama was formally selected as the Democratic Party nominee for President of the United States in 2008. He was the first African American in history to be nominated on a major party ticket. Looking at some observances, National Peach Day is celebrated to honor the sweet, juicy peach, which is a quintessential summer fruit. You can celebrate by enjoying peaches in various forms, supporting local farmers, or making peach-themed dishes like peach pie. National Just Because Day offers up an opportunity to do stuff just because. So feel free to celebrate this day any way you choose. A call to action for people to step outside their comfort zones and embrace the joys of spontaneity. Lastly, National Banana Lovers Day. It is a global event that brings people together over the shared love for this versatile fruit. The day highlights bananas' health benefits, emphasizing their rich potassium content and essential vitamins. It also highlights sustainable farming practices and the importance of supporting fair trade bananas. And that's all for today on Today in History and Some Observances, live on GhanaTalks Breakfast Show.
Thank you so much, Miss Regina Bless. Today is Banana Lovers Day. I think this day is for Miss Regina. She likes banana a lot.
You also like banana?
Banana with granules.
Yeah.
But I've not seen Debbie eating banana before. You don't like banana?
Oh, I like it, but I take more for watermelon and pineapple.
Today is National Banana Day. Make sure you eat banana.
Banana when I get small.
Yeah, alright. Is there anything you want to say?
Banana with beans.
Yeah. I've eaten
Banana
that
with
before.
beans.
Yeah.
Banana no
The way you eat it with plantain, you slice
then
it.
you fry it.
No.
Raw.
You eat it like that. Try it.
No. Banana with what?
Beans.
Then you add a little sugar to the beans.
For this, I will try that combo.
It's nice.
Oh, it's not. I've
nice.
tried
You
it
can
before.
actually add sugar.
I've only tried the fried one.
Banana.
Yes, banana fried.
Oh,
My
okay.
mom did it kaklo in a kaklo.
Okay.
And it was really nice.
That one also complements the beans. All right.
What's the kodi beans? And then me you.
Gobe is a real deal. All right. Thank you so much for joining us on the first segment of the Ghana Talks Breakfast Show. We'll be coming up with a news shortly. Please stick and stay with us.
Hello Ghana, hello worldwide, I'm Musa Level Bam. Now listen, every Tuesday and Friday, beyond the time it's going to carry bro. Our Ghana Talks Radio, 7 p.m. sharp. Now Tuesday, we're gonna talk about our culture, our history. My 20 things about Sam. Now on the Friday, you bars on bars. You better rap, you better say no artists go join me in the studio. We're gonna discuss about music and business. Konya, or you singer, and now you rapper, you think say you get bars. You go fi spit fire now. Listen, make you join me with studios. Our Ghana Talks Radio, and yes, say I then I day. Me say download the Ghana Talks Radio app, no, our Play Store, any App Store. Not tune in, and say this what I say, Baba Life on Facebook, Cointakra, any Ghana Talks Radio page, and so now listen, I bet you fire, 1 year, Konya, Wading, Jajan.
Are you ready to amplify your business or brand's reach and make a meaningful impact in Ghana and beyond? Partner with Ghana Talks Radio today to connect with a diverse audience across Ghana and beyond. Elevate your brand through on-air promotions and social media. Boost your brand during prime time. With Ghana Talks Radio, you can extend your reach across digital platforms. Ghana Talks Radio is not just a station, it is a community hub where your brand becomes part of the conversation. Join us in fostering connections, celebrating culture, and making a lasting impression. For customized sponsorship packages and enquiries, email contact@GhanaTalksRadio.com or call +233 202 544614. Ghana Talks Radio, giving the youth a voice.
We bring you local news, business news, international, sports, and entertainment news right here on GTR.
Welcome to the morning news broadcast on Ghana Talks Radio. Coming up, titles: Glover defends CJ's right to self-expression. Education experts caution against reviving corporal punishment in schools. Government urged to accelerate Temaflau Road construction to alleviate traffic woes. Youth Employment Agency announces shift in police recruitment focus to community protection assistance. There's a many more coming up your way shortly. Former Member of Parliament for Tema East, Daniel Kwete titles Glover, has weighed in on the controversy surrounding Chief Justice Gertrude Saki Tokonu removal from office. According to him, the CJ should be allowed to speak for herself instead of being faulted. This was after 3 petitions have been filed against Chief Justice Tokonu, alleging misbehavior and incompetence in her role as head of the judiciary. The petitions claim she abused her discretionary powers in assigning cases and improperly recommended judges for appointment to the Supreme Court. Despite mounting pressure, she is determined to fight the allegations, emphasizing her duty to uphold justice and the rule of law.
I think you mark him as the leader of the minority. Realize he say, and the Mona Speaker Etwono. It is his right, bona fide right, to go to the Supreme Court for an interpretation. And no, and for no nyasam. Na say your court, na say lawyer, any judge, any exchanges. What has that got to do with this? Petition? And Januzu is going to stand on the grounds. So because we need to you're saying Chief Justice and you're exchanging tea, so we should rely on that. I strongly disagree. You see, let us call a spade, Chief Bunny. Right from day one, NDC for more problem with this Chief Justice. President Mahama, then candidate Mahama, a year conference with NDC lawyers. They met somewhere in a big meeting. Or can say President Akufo-Addo allow Supreme Court with MPP lawyers, judges, and the case is called court. And he described them as unanimous FC. You remember? Ozono? You remember that time? And the bar is going to reform the justice system. It's going to reform at the extent of can say Nanado, President Nanado, Supreme Court judge is not new Mubado. So Constitutional Review Committee for any recommendation bar, they will cap it. And then they see here. The last two here for Mamoko vetting at the appointment committee about approval. The NDC minority then stood against it, and now by what is 7 at the account. I'm not talking about their competences. It's too much. So we need a capping. Who by quickly you arrange 7 people to be vetted and you got them approved. Now these justices is not the president. It goes through a process.
Yes. Okay.
The FN is saying the Attorney General can make a recommendation, the Chief Justice can make a recommendation, the Judicial Service can make a recommendation, they can all make recommendation, and they'll check their background.
Thank you.
Before the president will come. So if President Mama knew this at that time, why did he make those comments? To describe the whole architecture of the Supreme Court as a unanimous FC. But they knew what they were doing. Maminu are complaining about the processes of feminine. Some procedural flaws not that yellow. The NDC national chairman came to attack her. That material time and now, on any young people the family paid him. We just say, and the my enforcer Maminu Kra, El Combiaso. And the media no any Ghana mine and the Bettina Sia. Obekanasem. I will leave that for the public.
Ghanaian educationist Opoku Mensah has spoken out against the reintroduction of corporal punishment in schools. He stressed that corporal punishment contradict the principles of safety and student protection that Ghana aims to promote in its education. He advocates for positive disciplinary systems such as counseling, guidance, and parental involvement to guide and mentor students instead of punishing them physically. The educationist argues that corporal punishment does not offer a lasting solution to student misconduct, but often leads to greater behavioral issues.
Ewo yusuku muno si etwa abofra so a ye etwe na so se obetwe ne ho afi bibi bone ye ho ade enye ho se be ya obesua ade yie ana obeya ade fata a daachi so free school mu no obefia oni nipa betimi atra ana mpo se obesua ade se be ya obetumi asua ne nsa no adwuma no de ye adwuma na ode abone bra ana so se obekọ danum ewo na disuam enti se tete mofra ye de asotwe kakra eka ho na asotwe no ensese edi abofra no dem ensese asotwe no ema abofra no etwe ne ho kura fi adisua ho asotwe no ye twe se be ya abofra no nani beje ne humasua ho no aye nia ese no wasua no abenyini abeye opanyimpa nti sana asotwe etie na e kasa corporal punishment e ya asotwe a ye de ma abofra etimi na etimi twe no fi na disua ho obedumi akasa mi nko suku no kura bio esa se asotwe ya de ba me no ya mama dane nti sa bi aboa bi ene say se de aba be si abofra so ni ebe buru no asebe ya na chi be papai se teacher ni ya discipline abofra so be discipline so you see the teacher is a mirror reflection of the child now trainer there so they are see one more so sana teacher no so ohun ne ho e woni mofra na o kire o made no.
Water supply has been restored to Dodowa and its nearby communities after a fire incident at the Dodowa booster station. The fire caused by intermittent power fluctuations damaged 2 panels at the station and temporarily interrupted water supply. Deputy Minister for Works and Housing, Jazila Tete, on a visit to the site, commended the engineers for their swift response in containing the fire and preventing a more serious crisis. The Ghana Water Company, on the other hand, advised institutions that might deplete their storage facilities to contact their municipal chief executives, assembly members, and the company's call centers for assistance.
And East. And see, ono yabe hu ne dem no. Ghana Water is actually already in their plans, but now this is the reality of it there. Yehwe na capacitor bank no. Yehwe ne wa ni and a switch panel no. and so why because we isolated party. But better me work Ghana water. It's my phone hand. Better me born about it. As I see Thursday. When you are doing these mechanical things, you are very sensitive. And so there, as I see the next day now, and not immediately, no, you have to actually identify and isolate. And these are heavy duty cables I will use, and I think they've done a good job. And maybe
Thursday we had a power failure on the plant, which is normal with our operations. Unfortunately, just after the power failure, we had a blast that came with smoke and fire. We were able to dose it all without the assistance from the Ghana National Fire Service, and waited. When the power was restored, we equally had another blast in another panel, which also came with its fire and smoke. After that one too was dosed, we did our check, and then we found out that the capacitor bank was completely destroyed. But luckily for us, the system is such that we can easily operate the system without the capacitor bank, and that was what we did. And then by yesterday, we were able to put the system back into operation. And so as we speak now, water supply has been restored fully, and we can assure the public that everything is in place for continuous water to be supplied to the system.
Residents along the Temaflawu Highway have appealed to the government to expedite the construction works to ease the traffic congestion plaguing the area. The Temaflawu Road project, a 70-kilometer stretch from the Tema runabout to the Central University campus, had been stalled for 15 months due to funding constraints, but resumed on April 7, 2025, after the government provided financial reassurances. The road's poor condition has led to crippling traffic, deteriorated road surfaces, and frequent accidents, affecting daily commuters and businesses operating along the route. Despite the road minister's plea for contractors to resume work, the road remains unconstructed.
I had a choke Bumbari had a lot of problems over here. There's no day traffic in the hall. Be a brepa. Oh yeah, bread traffic bus. I said passengers or me now muso canum. Na be a move for Okada. I had this boy government ombra no mumbi boy wa pa a bread. Oh, project with the omugu super day and night now omujinam. Oh, project with the kosupa, a kosu make us and kosu dia. Oh, ono dia kosu kama. Yefe, a kosupa. Into omunkoswa beba for sure that one yeah it will happen. And now omu wie dia hanyina be kama oh be kama ye na ebu omu kakra nti omu bo de na e kwani dia omu nyema.
The Youth Employment Agency has announced the next batch of police recruitment will prioritize community protection assistant, known as community police, following an agreement with the Ghana Police Service. This was disclosed during the passing out ceremony of 955 CPAs at the Ashanti Regional Police Training School in Kumasi under the Youth Employment Agency initiative. The Community Protection Assistant Training Program, rolled out by Youth Employment Agency, aims to provide decent employment opportunities for young people while strengthening community policing nationwide. Addressing the new graduates on Tuesday, August 26th, the Director of Monitoring and Evaluation at Youth Employment Agencies, Habib, urged them to remain disciplined, hard-working and committed to maintaining peace and order in their respective communities. He stressed that community protection assistants will be given priority in future police recruitment exercises, since they already possess basic policing skills and field experience. In business, the Ministry of Finance has launched an investigation into financial infraction highlighted in the Auditor General's report, revealing a 300% surge in payroll irregularities from 14.4 million in 2023 to 57.8 million in 2024. The Public Accounts Committee has referred the Finance Ministry to the Attorney General for prosecution over 1.3 million procurement breaches, specifically specifically 3 contracts for hostel services awarded without mandatory approval. The Ministry of Finance has also interdicted a Controller Accountant General Department staff over alleged payroll fraud, with investigations ongoing to determine the extent of the irregularities. Meanwhile, the Ghana Audit Service has clarified that not all irregularities in Auditor General's report implies embezzlement and corruption, emphasizing the need for balanced reporting and thorough analysis.
We've come across some allegations of payroll-related fraud issues that we have asked the investigation agencies to investigate. Fortunately, because these things are done on the system, it is even possible for us to see who activated somebody, who deactivated the person, and all that. There was one that went viral recently about someone who complained that I think a teacher also name was taken off the payroll. Somebody assisted him to get it on, and the person was demanding a lot of money from him. Because he did not pay, they went ahead and removed his name from the payroll. We have taken serious view of this, and it is being investigated. Fortunately, Controller knows the person in the Controller office who activated, who deactivated, but a lot more information need to come out for us to know what really went on and for the appropriate punishment to be meted out. And so the Finance Minister takes serious views to some of these things, and he's asked that we have an in-depth investigation into it. We will apprise the general public of whatever the outcome is. And as Controller said, the public should be free to come forth with any information that will help us nip this trend in the bud.
The Finance Ministry has also terminated a tenancy agreement for office space rented for the Millennium Development Authority due to its exorbitant cost. The rental agreement signed on December 20th, 2022 with Agri-Dev Real Estate Limited covered 434 million of office space at the Accra Financial Center for 2.5 years, worth over 449,000, accumulative to 5.39 million. The ministry terminated a contract due to its high cost, which the Auditor General described as expensive and non-sustainable. Terminating the contract was to help the government save on costs and allocate resources more efficiently.
It was brought to our attention, and we took a decision that the outstanding payment is part of the larger arrears that we are considering to pay. And so we haven't taken specific decision with regards to payment schedule for the arrears. It's part of the whole government arrears that we are scheduling to pay. But what we have done is that we have taken a firm decision to abrogate the contract, to discontinue the rent arrangement, because we agree with the auditors that it is exorbitant. And so the rent agreement has been terminated, and we are making alternative arrangements with the Public Works Department to look for a cheaper office accommodation for the entity. And so that is what has been done. But we can furnish you with detailed arrangements as to how we will clear the outstanding debt that is there.
Government is on course to save about 300 million from the debt restructuring agreement with the Independent Power Producers, IPPS. The milestone significantly reduces the debt owed IPPS by 20% to reach 1.2 billion from the initial 1.5 billion. This was disclosed by Ben Boache, a key member of the board tasked to mediate the negotiations with the IPPS. He made the announcement at the Future of Energy conference organized by the Africa Center for Energy Policy on August 26th. He revealed that the IPPS have demonstrated good faith, collaborating with key stakeholders in the negotiations. I must say that We have been very magnanimous to give us more haircuts. We are looking to save about $300 million on the debt and also save over $1 billion on future payments. Mr. Boakye is optimistic of fruitful negotiations as the process continues. He also stated that ongoing process could extend the repayment period to 4 to 5 years, freeing up some fiscal space for government. In sports, Bibiani Gold Star Sporting Club goalkeeper Emmanuel Kobi says the team is ready to face Kumasi Asante Kotoko in the Champions of Champions game. This year's game has the Ghana Premier League champions Gold Stars take on winners of the MTN FA Cup Kotoko on Sunday, August. The game comes on the back of both teams competing in the Kauga Top 4 competition that had Gold Stars emerge champions. On the other hand, Kotoko finished bottom of the standings after losing all 3 games in the above-mentioned tournament, including a 2-1 loss to Gold Stars in their opening game. Speaking in an interview with Gold Stars media ahead of the game, Kobe was confident of his team's preparation for the weekend game starting. Bibiani Gold Stars goalkeeper Emmanuel Kobe says once we have been able to lift the Ghana Premier League, we are not scared of any team. We are ready to face them. We will need to be able to win the Champion of Champions Cup, he said. Gold Stars commenced their CAF Champions League campaign on GS Kabylie on September 19th. Administrative Manager of the Ghana League Clubs Association, Odronyako, has defended the decision to award Bibiani Gold Stars the top 4 title over Accra Heart of Oak, even though both sides finished with equal points. In an interview, Mr. Nyako emphasized that the tournament format follows the existing Ghana Premier League tie-breaking systems, which prioritizes head-to-head result when teams are level on point. According to him, changing the criteria amid competition will compromise the tournament's integrity and open the door for abuse. We are learning from our past mistakes, and so the GFA wanted us to shift from that practice and go to the head-to-head. And so when we tie, they will look at the 2 teams who beat who when they met, and that is simple. Rather than adopting the goal system where we abuse it. You know, this goal system is used in Europe, but we have a different mindset here in Ghana, he added. In showbiz, the family of the late Ghanaian high life legend Charles Kojo Fosu, known as Daddy Lumba, has officially informed government of his death. On August 25th, the family paid a courtesy call on the Chief of Staff Julius Debra at the Jubilee House to observe traditional protocol and formally communicate the news. The meeting also opened discussions on funeral arrangements and possible state support to honor the music icon. Daddy Lumba passed away on 26th July at the Bank Hospital in Cantonment, a loss that sent shock waves throughout the country and beyond. Since his passing, tributes have poured in from musicians, political leaders and fans celebrating his immense contribution to Ghanaian music and culture. Born on 29 September 1964, he rose to fame in the 1980s and went to become one of the most influential figures in high life. Over a career spanning more than 3 decades, he released over 30 albums and produced enduring classics such as Abin Waha, Teresa, Yentiobia, and Playboy. His artistry, characterized by soul and incisive social commentary, earned him a cherished place in the heart of Ghanaians. His breakthrough came with Lumba Brothers, a collaboration with Nana Champo, before embarking on a hugely successful solo career. Widely decorated with awards and accolades, Daddy Lumba inspired generations of musicians and cemented his legacy as one of Ghana's greatest musical icons. And that is how we end it on the morning news broadcast. Do well to log on to all social media platforms, as well as logging on to www.GhanaTalksRadio.com for more news updates. I am Deborah Dosu. Do have a good morning.
hello worldwide. I'm Mr. Level Bam. Now listen, every Tuesday and Friday, beyond the time it's going to carry bro. Our Ghana Talks Radio, 7 p.m. sharp. Now Tuesday, we're gonna talk about our culture, our history. My 20 things about Kosem. Now on the Friday, you bars on bars. You better rap, you better say it. No artists go join me in the studio. We're gonna discuss about music and business. Or you singer and now you rapper, you think say you get bars. You go fi spit fire now. Listen, make you join me with studios. Our Ghana Talks Radio and you say then our day. Me say download the Ghana Talks Radio app no. Our Play Store and the App Store. Na tune in and say this what you see baba live on Facebook, go Instagram, any Ghana Talks Radio page and so now listen. I bet you fire 1 year, Konya, Wading, Jajan.
Are you ready to amplify your business or brand's reach and make a meaningful impact in Ghana and beyond? Partner with Ghana Talks Radio today to connect with a diverse audience across Ghana and beyond. Elevate your brand through on-air promotions and social media. Boost your brand during prime time. With Ghana Talks Radio, you can extend your reach across digital platforms. Ghana Talks Radio is not just a station, it's just a community hub where your brand becomes part of the conversation. Join us in fostering connections, celebrating culture, and making a lasting impression. For customized sponsorship packages and enquiries, email contact@GhanaTalksRadio.com or call +233 202 544614. Ghana Talks Radio, giving the youth a voice.
What do you want for breakfast? How do you want your breakfast?
English breakfast, French fries.
Koko Nikosi, alo komi kesheto.
Wache.
Well, Gobe is the real deal.
Join us on Ghana Talks Radio. Let's serve you a buffet of breakfast.
From news headlines review, current affairs to social issues.
Entertainment, sports, and all the trending stories live on our mobile app and across all socials from Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. to 10 a.m.
With me, Pakwesi Omare.
Regina Bless.
Deborah Adoso.
And I am Esinal Fiagbedu. This is Ghana Talks Breakfast
Your
Show.
morning companion. This is Ghana Talks Breakfast Show, your morning companion.
It's a midweek edition on the Ghana Talks Breakfast Show in the studios of Ghana Talks Radio. Good morning to you, wherever you are listening to us and watching us from. Today, we are going to have one of the most solemn conversations that you can ever expect in the studios of Ghana Talks Radio. But before we get into that, I would want to invite you once again to join the conversation this morning. Let us hear from you. Let us get your comments, your opinions, and all that. And we will also get interactive with you. Now, I have in the studios with me the NDC's communications team member, APM, popularly known. He represents the Dobekwa Abinya constituency, and later on we might have the NPP person also join us in the studios. But before we get into that, today happens to be the birthday of one of the most special people we have on this planet. She is called Mama Lydia Tete, aka Ma Happy. Ma Happy is a nurse at Tete Kwashi Memorial Hospital inside Mampong Equiapem. Today happens to be Mama Lydia's 60th birthday, and we want to use this opportunity to let her know how blessed we are to have her in our lives. Mama Lydia, today is your birthday, and this wish is specifically coming from your children, Mami and also Abena Koko. KK. They want to wish you a special birthday to you for all the good that you've done for them, and also from your colleagues at Tetekwashi Memorial Hospital, the staff at Tetekwashi Memorial Hospital, your sisters, Mama Penny and Kakra, also at Mampongi Krapem, they all wish you the best of best and good health, with safety, long life, to see and enjoy all the fruits of your labor. They love you so much. This is what your family wishes you today. So Mama Lady Atete, aka Ma Happy, happy 60th birthday to you. This day, we want to wish you all the best. We wish you the goodness of the heavens, and above all, God's grace and favor. We love you so much, Mama Lydia. Now let's get into the conversations this morning. Epi, welcome.
Thank you very much.
I believe you are doing well.
I'm doing fine.
Nice. Akwetia is coming on.
Yeah.
Akwetia is coming.
First of all, I want to thank the good people of Ghana for tuning in to listen to us. Again, I want to applaud you for the good work you are doing for this very institution, GhanaTalks Radio. You've done so well. You are just fantastic.
Thank you.
And then I want to also extend thanks to His Excellency John Dramani Mahama for keeping up with his promise that he made to Ghanaians. And you see how he's taking governance, one after the other in a very professional manner, as though there's a course you study to become a president. Okay?
Yeah.
So we thank him. We pray that God continues to strengthen him, give him wisdom, and God should prepare his people.
Yeah.
I mean, those aiding the president to be able to carry out their duties in the best interest of the country. Pa, you resemble President John Dramani Mahama, okay, because you have a good heart. So,
really?
Yeah, you do. You have a good heart. You're a patriot. You love Ghana. You love the people of Ghana. Wow. I expect that in the future you would venture into politics. To extend that good thing God created you with to help others.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
I'm humbled. From today, this gentleman used to call me El Presidente.
That's right. That's accurate.
Yeah.
It's in order. Yeah, it's in order.
It will be my advice.
Oh, really? And you guys have squabbles like that. You always fight.
Looking at the thing, you see, there's a saying: "Get your enemies close."
Close. Okay. When they are far away, they'll be doing things
exactly
you may not know. When they are closer, you are able to, watch them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So today is the birthday of my friend Terry. He's in Taifa.
Okay.
Yeah. So shout out to him.
Wow.
I wish him a blissful day. Akwetia is coming on Tuesday, right? Yeah. On the 2nd of September.
Yeah.
Yeah, so all roads leads to Akwetia. This Akwetia thing has demonstrated to me and to many Ghanaians that the NDC is united.
Okay.
The NDC is informed. The NDC has leadership. Okay. I'm not surprised all these things have become characteristics of the NDC. Bear in mind the kind of leader we have. Okay. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama is a fantastic brand. Trust me, if all African presidents if all leaders in the the respective African countries will have somebody like him, I think Africa will be a mile away from where the detractors took it to. Okay, so honestly, I am happy.
Okay.
That you find the unity of purpose that is so glaring among the NDC, fraternity.
Yeah.
Everybody is on board. I don't know. I'm so elated. I don't know how to describe, my feelings. Yesterday I chanced upon some videos, some, excerpts from the ground.
Yeah.
In Akwetia. And the kind of people I saw, the blend of the youth and the old in the NDC, all on the ground working to ensure that we get the super majority +1.
Yeah.
Okay, it's fantastic. I think that whatever is keeping the NDC in this form, we have to do everything we can to maintain it.
But what do you think is keeping the NDC in this form?
First of all, the most important thing is the leader we have.
Okay.
In the name, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. You see, honestly, I don't know, but somehow the NDC is so lucky that at every point in time, every leader the NDC brings forth has special qualities to galvanize everybody around.
Okay.
You understand? Look, take Chairman Rawlings from the PNDC days to the Republic, the Fourth Republic.
Yeah.
See his demeanor, the aura around him, the charisma that he wielded. Take His Excellency late President Ivan Satamos. Look at the man, look at the personality. Very solid, affable, unifying, intelligent, brilliant, God-fearing.
Okay.
As for John Dramani Mahama, His Excellency, I don't know. Maybe he is the first creature. God has molded this man. He's so fine, so gentle, so intelligent, so, the man, honestly, he's suffering in politics because the man is cut out for something greater. Look, he cuts across, but for politics, I know the MPP would admit that the caliber and personality of John Dramani Mahama is 1 in a million. My brother, you look, intelligence is there, affability is there. He's so caring. He's so handsome. He's good looking. He loves Ghana. He has all the leadership qualities. Look, you see, when we are going for, when my party was going for the National Congress to elect the chairman, to lead us into the 2024 elections, people were thinking that because John Dramani Mahama, His Excellency, was a flag bearer, he was going to back or maybe have an interest in who becomes the chairman. But it's obvious that all of us in a party will have a choice.
Sure.
But you see how he was able to manage, his space,
distance himself from
ensure that
bias.
The interest of the party is first. That man, I wish I was. In fact, I always pray to God that God mold me into somebody like His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. You understand?
Yeah.
He's a fine gentleman, and so that is the lack the party has. Always we are able to come, across or get a leader with enormous qualities that will always drive this country forward.
Speaking of leadership, I know it is not there yet, but we all know he only has 4 years.
Yes.
So, in that space, who do you think can replace him?
Sincerely speaking, I am happy you are asking this question. You know one thing? If you are to compare those who are lining up to contest in the MPP, you juxtapose them with those likely to attain the leadership role in the NDC. My brother, is so clear that anybody you handpick from the NDC is fantastic.
Oh, really?
Look, you know one thing, the NDC is always lucky that at any point in time, any leader that takes the bearer flag is always unique. Look, take Honorable Asiedun Ketia. Just look at this man.
Oh, is he coming for the flag bearership?
Probably. You know, it's obvious that he will contest.
Oh, really?
Yes.
The chairman?
Yes. You see, when you look at him, the man has been in politics for a very long time. He, even within the MPP, there's love for him. In fact, the whole Ghana knows that this man is a fantastic brand. Take the Agric Minister, Honorable Erikopoku. Very intelligent, very deep man who has all the... Yes.
Wow.
The man is so fantastic. You have to come, one-on-one with him to know that, in fact, the NDC is blessed.
Wow.
He's so affable, down to earth. He knows what he's about at every point. Look, when he was being vetted, you saw what the minority themselves were saying. That, Honorable, we know you know. We know you are so deep. You see, we don't, bandy around people who are clueless. No. Honorable Eric Opoku is so deep, so intelligent, so affable. You know, one thing I like about him is that he's down to earth.
Okay.
He's a grassroots person. Take the chief of staff, Honorable Julius Debra.
Yeah.
He's so gentle. He's so deep. He knows what he's about.
Okay.
And he's down to earth. He has the spirit of, in fact, we have a solid, brand within our party. At every point in time, if we are to choose a leader, in fact, we will come out clean.
Wow.
Yeah. So, look at Harun Idrisu.
Is he also coming?
Oh my gracious God! I don't know yet, but that gentleman, we have a lot of presidents within the party. We can close our eyes and choose anybody at all.
And you think they are going to match?
Oh my brother!
The NPP.
Look, who in the NPP? Is it Baumia, who himself has admitted that his knowledge about economics failed this country?
When did he admit?
My brother, you remember few days to their flag bearer race?
Yeah.
Nanado himself was telling us that he knows he has run the country aground, and that the incoming there are videos of this very scene I'm talking about. He himself admitting that he knows that the country is in bad shape and that the incoming president will fix it. My brother, who was manning the economic affairs of this country?
Okay.
Who was in charge?
Okay, that's fair.
Baumia failed woefully. And you see, today he's crying. You see, that is why I'm saying that anybody we handpick from there, look, Sami Jenfi?
Yeah.
He will be a fantastic president, far better than Baumia. Because Baumia, he plays politics with everything and anything. Today he is crying that people are doing ethnocentric politics against him. People are doing tribal politics against him. People are doing religious politics, to his disadvantage.
But is he wrong?
He is wrong. The MPP we know are tribalistic. But this man deepened that when he had the chance, to lead the party, going about Ghana telling people that, vote for me. He was in the north. I'm your brother. Vote for me. And he wasn't telling them to vote for him based on his competence, but based on the fact that he's their tribesman.
Really?
Look, put as for Bawumia, there are a lot of issues wrong, about him. Bring Kennedy Ohina Japan. Means, I like frank politicians. Okay. But look at this man, Kennedy Ohina Japan. Yeah. For you, a citizen, a senior citizen for that matter, to sit on radio, on television, to call for the annihilation of a group of people who you today want to come and rule. We all heard him. The tapes abound of him coming after everybody and anybody. He, Ohene Japan, was calling the Asantis to rise up and attack Votarians in Ashanti region in a heated political, electioneering era. You can't have a leader like him and survive as a nation. Somebody who thinks that a group of people have the right to rise up and attack Votarians, no matter how minority they are. Everybody in Ghana here is a Ghanaian, is entitled to a freedom, is entitled to privileges, rights, and responsibilities.
Okay.
Who again? Brian Champon. My gracious God. Somebody, he was a mere minister. The man was buying the assets of Ghana. He was buying Ghana. So imagine today he's giving the mantle of leadership of this country. After 8 years, everything in Ghana here will belong to that man. So who else in the party? Look, they are just bad business. Ghanaians should stay away from them. We have to distance ourselves from these people. Sometimes you wonder, we are taking risk. So is the system going to allow these people to contest an election in Ghana here?
Why shouldn't
Bawumia will collapse our economy. Bawumia, he will collapse our economy, send us back to hunger. Ohene Japan, he will make sure that he erases a certain group of people, in Ghana here, because he doesn't like them being in a particular tribe. Brian Champon will sell Ghana. He will sell Ghana completely. Already, just a mere minister, he's buying off Ghanaian, national assets. So who else? My brother, who else? The MPP. I don't know whether it's because of the sins they committed against this nation. Anytime they have the opportunity to choose leaders, they choose bad leaders, very bad leaders. I'm a patriot. I love Ghana. I know that in a democratic dispensation, you always must have a formidable working, opposition who will identify a problem, proffer solutions, ensure that the government of the day, has its feet to the fire.
Okay.
But this is the case. The other option, the alternative, is so bad. Masa, we can't. I don't know. Some people should rise up and talk. For Ghanaians, these people shouldn't come closer to power. There are some fantastic people within the MPP. Okay, that I think that if they have the opportunity to come, at least they will create some formidable, a good opposition. But the system in the MPP right now has been, will I say, suppressed. Do you know who is responsible for all these things? You know it. You know the person.
I don't know.
You know the person responsible for all these things.
Who is responsible?
Nana Adodanko Akufo-Addo.
What exactly do you have against that man?
Do you know one thing? Anybody who will prefer his personal gratuity ahead of the nation, that person is a nation wrecker.
And in what ways did he ever put his self-interest ahead of the nation?
We were enjoying His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, little by little, this man told us, oh, but John Mahama is not doing anything. We should try him and see. We should try him as the alternative. My brother, this man was on his knees begging us. We did. Do you know, when he had his 8 years term, he was in Ashanti region on a radio station like this, and he was telling them that the host asked him, you know, the people of this place are saying that you have disappointed them, and in the incoming elections, in the upcoming elections, they may vote against. He said, no, he didn't force them to vote for him. Hey, Masa, ya bro my way mo. So the MPP is not an alternative now. I think it is our duty to ensure that the other smaller parties, you know, they up their game. We raise their level of engagement, you know, to a point where they can also have that stand within the political space to take over the MPP, because the MPP in their current, they have never been good. If you know I said the day Ghanaians will know the real enemy of this country, MPP will never come back to power. Look, the day the Ghanaian people will know that, okay, these people are our enemies. I'm not saying that, I'm not mentioning any particular political party. The day Ghanaians sit and say, okay, let's analyze, let's get to know who are the real enemies of this country. The MPP will come out as the enemy of this country, and they will never come back to power. Ask me why.
Why?
Look at the quantum of projects His Excellency late Dr. Kwame Nkrumah was doing in this country. Look at the investment. You see, what they hate is investment in infrastructure. The MPP hates it. They don't know that, you see, they don't know that when you invest in infrastructure, economic infrastructure, that is what will make the country develop, because that is what has developed Europe. Europe didn't develop people's stomach and bellies, so they developed projects. That is why they are called developed nations. They are developed economically. You understand? I've always said that the concept of economics is simple. Economic growth is different from economic development. When you develop economically, you have put in place all the economic infrastructures like hospitals, like schools, like markets, like roads, infrastructures. Every institution has widened up their projects. They are everywhere. That is economic development. So you have enough jobs, sustainable jobs. You have, you know, revenue coming out of the projects. You have revenues from tax, you know, taxes, because when you employ the person will work. At least direct income tax will come. That is how you build a nation. That is what America has done. They have sacrificed everything to ensure that they have all the economic infrastructures in place. Right now, if America is to build any hospital, it will be as a result of a new pandemic, which requires a new infrastructure to tackle it. But you can't tell me that you go to America and people are sleeping on the floor receiving treatment. It doesn't happen like that, because they have enough capacity in their health sector to accommodate any kind of situation.
But
you will not tell me that America is building new roads. No, they have all the roads in place. You understand? So today, if they are implementing something free, because they have tackled the most important part of their facet of their economy. That is the drive that we want. That is why you see any positive government that comes, that has Ghana at heart, that has wisdom and intellect, will always start from infrastructure. That is what Nkrumah pursued. Have you realized that is NDC? That's what NDC also pursues whenever we are in power. That is the difference. My brother, we have a problem in this country. We need to ensure or cut off the MPP and invest in the other smaller parties. Me, you know, I'm a party man, so I wish that NDC stays in power. But I want an opposition that will put NDC on track.
You don't think the NPP is capable of doing that?
They are bad business. Ask yourself. You see, personally, I know my party has a stand on the free education. I don't have I actually don't have a problem with that. But you see, if we are to invest in school infrastructure, and then the other option, in economics, your resources are limited. So you choose one. That is why you have a scale of preference. You write your needs according to their importance.
Yeah.
Then you can't place employment ahead of free education. Honestly speaking, excuse my friend, it's stupidity to say that you want to provide free education at the expense of creating employment. Now, you are going to, when you do that, you will impoverish people, and then you will reduce the quality of education. You understand? So me, with the economic knowledge I have, it is far better to create enough employment, sustainable employment, get people to work and earn well. They will pay the fees of their works. They will pay the health, cost of their health bills of their families.
Okay.
And the country will progress.
Okay.
You don't give me cheap, substandard education and tell me that you have done well when you have caused unemployment. You understand?
Okay.
So this country is moving forward. As I keep saying, my brother is here. I pray that the MPP is cut off from this political dispensation we have. As long as they remain in the form they are not fit for purpose.
Okay. All right. Thank you, AP. Paul.
Mr. Murray.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much. Today I was a little bit late.
Sure.
Yeah.
Because it's late, I didn't delve into the Akwatia elections.
Oh. My brother. Good morning. How's Alaji Guda?
Alaji Guda is doing fine. But what are you going to talk about? He has not asked any question.
But he's
okay.
Yeah,
no problem.
I have to get our viewers.
Okay.
Yeah, so good morning to our cherished viewers and listeners, and also to the good people of Amasaman constituency, and also to the good people of MPP and Ghana as a whole. Today, Honorable Kennedy Onyejapan is filing his nomination at the party headquarters at exactly 1 p.m. and we are all going to be there.
Okay.
Yeah, we are all going to be there. The change is coming. The MPP is bringing a new face. The voice of the base is going to be the voice of the presidential elections. The base says they want Ken, and we are bringing Ken.
Okay.
But Mr. Murray, I chanced on the news portal, Joy. Said here making some claims that declaring a state of emergency on Galamsey will endanger our economy. Last year, the same NDC people were backing organized labor. When organized labor told the president to declare state of emergency on Galamsey, the same NDC. Today, I want to listen to the what's his name, Jampu.
Yeah.
The neutral man. I know he's not a politician. He will say he's not a politician, but today I want to listen from him. Prof, wherever you are, today the chairman of the NDC is saying declaring a state of emergency on Galamsey will endanger our economy. But you always a lie, because they were pushing for this when they were not in power.
Okay.
They were pushing for this. They were behind. They rallied behind organized labor. And if someone making claims that organized labor have gone for money, the leaders of organized labor have gone for money.
Okay.
When they decided not to go for the strike anymore, then they were making claims that leaders of organized labor have gone for money and they decided not to embark on the strike anymore.
Okay.
Yeah. So now what's happening? Now what has changed? We all know this is not about endangering our economy. It's about endangering their future political endeavors. Whatever the future holds for them in the future in 2028.
Right now,
they are talking about their about 2028 elections. That's what they're thinking about.
Mr.
And it's not about the Galamsey anymore. For whatever they push,
no. Did you? Are you coming to dictate what we will discuss here?
No. I'm just. I'm just.
So this is just a warm up. You see, when you bring topics like this, you make me delve deep, very, very deep into this matter.
No,
my brother, listen.
Unless you tell me it's a lie. Unless you tell me it's a lie.
You had your.
Unless you tell me it's a lie.
Yes, but you see, he's introducing something different.
You had your time to talk about what you wanted to talk about.
Unless you tell me it's a lie that the NDC never rallied behind organized labor because Sam George made a tweet.
And what did the tweet say?
Made a tweet that Bikufa should declare state of emergency on Twitter, on X.
Yes.
He made it clear. So now, if
by then the government had no, they have no way, they have no solution to solving this problem. So the best thing is declare the state of emergency. No, we will not. We are not declaring. We are not declaring. It's not true. Hey, it is not true. Listen carefully. My brother. Listen.
You see videos every day. Galamsey is still going on.
My brother, listen carefully.
Listen carefully. The same Galamsey. If you are
Omare.
This same
Honorable
Galamsey led to the death of
His Excellency Omare.
This same Galamsey issue.
His Excellency PK.
8 gallant men. The same Galamsey issue.
I think you should give Paul the time to
say what he wants to say. If I should about Galamsey is still going on. This same Galamsey issue led to the death of our 8 gallant men. That day we are all sad. We are all mourning.
But on Monday they launched an initiative to tackle the root cause of Galamsey. So
you launch. When they how many police have they launched about Galamsey? The water guards are there. Yeah. And what anti-Galamsey, even Yamin, Joseph Yamin, then this organizer, that's not for this. But they declare that Mahama should stop the anti-Galamsey task force. They should just ban it.
Why? What reason?
I don't know if your president has come out with the policy. That will help in stopping Galamsey because they are in power now, and they know what's best. Mahama knows what's best, and he come out with the anti-Galamsey task force, and now Yamin.
Yeah.
The organizer is telling the president that no, he should ban it. Why should he ban it? So he doesn't even believe in that anti-gun stop or that gun stop or whatever. He doesn't even believe in them anymore. That's what I'm saying. They come out with policies. We will launching policies, launching programs, launching whatever to stop Galamsey. But we still know that Galamsey within 8 months, you're launching baby for about within just 8 months. Okay. Galamsey is still going on in this country. Okay. So what's the difference?
Okay.
So don't tell me Galamsey has stopped. Galamsey has never stopped. It has never reduced. Galamsey is still going on. It has never reduced.
My brother.
And when they were in power, when they were in the position, they were like, we should arrest the campaigns. It was as if the NDC already knew the campaigns in doing the Galamsey. The way they were pointing, arrest the campaigns. This somebody when they come to power.
As we speak today, so the campaigns have absconded.
It was like we
the kingpins in this business, this illegal business of mining, have absconded.
So you mean Galamsey has stopped? They are not campaign because we don't know any campaign that are arrested.
No, they should come out. Those MPP campaigns should come out.
No.
We know what you guys have done with Galamsey.
Because when you're in the position,
yes, and they are not. They have run away.
So you mean
the chief?
The government has stopped.
Yes, it has stopped.
Hey, Jesus Christ.
What is Jesus, guys?
Okay.
His Excellency. Once he has brought this topic about Galamsey, let me also rebut small.
There is nothing to rebut. He didn't make any claims.
He has made claims.
Definitive claims. There's nothing to rebut. He only made a concerning argument on it.
Okay, let me allay his fears that in this particular Galamsey fight, the MPP cannot exonerate themselves. The MPP used 8 years to build this empire of illegal mining.
Illegal mining started before.
Nobody knew about illegal mining until Nanado came to power.
The president said that he would put his seat on the line. The president said the line. That time was when he won power. That time
he wanted power. You see,
that was when he won power. And Galamsey was there already.
No. He came to power. Oh, my brother.
Ghanaians are watching.
So okay, you let me bring out when he said.
Let us, for the sake of time. Speaking of Galamsey, Akwetia is also known as a minor. The next by-election is happening in Akwetia. So many things are stake here. So many things are stake here. We are looking at the tensions. We are looking at the security and the safety of the people. We are looking at the leadership in there. We are looking at the influence of Galamsey regarding this particular by-election. I don't know if the assertion by the NDC that the NPP thought the NDC wouldn't partake because they left a seat for them in is true. But with that being said or established, the security protocols so far, because we know about how elections have,
especially
by-elections especially, has come our way with violence in recent times. Before we even go to W. Kumar happenings, let us establish it that 8 persons has been arrested. And I would commend the IGP on this, because when it happened under a former IGP and a former government or administration, we never heard of anyone being arrested or whatsoever. Paul.
Yeah, I agree with you.
You agree?
The
Very
IGP
good.
has done very well.
Sure.
Arresting the 8 people.
Sure.
But you know, let's arrest. Anytime they arrest any people, even people who make comments on social media, they show their faces. They show their faces. Yeah. So if I arrest the people,
my brother, this is subjective.
No.
The police is not obligated.
It's not obligated. But some of these things should be. You can mention any name. We can mention names.
Paul, if
right now
you see, they think governance is.
Bill. I say a lie.
I haven't.
No,
heard
you
of
see,
anyone being granted.
police has issued a report, statement that they
right.
80,000.
Hey.
80,000.
But do you also know that their judgment has been set?
They were adjourned to 29 August. That's where they will do another sitting. That's the point the police statement read.
Okay. Anyway, there's arrest with regards to this. Some people are facing law. Some people are facing law with regards to this.
Some of these things, I call them settings.
Okay. That is your opinion.
We were calling for the arrest. They've arrested them. They've set 29th as the day for
their judgment.
So what else are we looking to get from them?
The IGP. If recently he sat down with the parties regarding the equitable election, that people started the backlash started coming, the backlash and before, because initially, the interior minister came to tell us that those people have fled out of the country.
But Paul, this argument.
Already, we know we can catch them. But not all train backlash now.
We can't say that backlash in Emma.
Then Right now.
Okay. Monso ya backlash mo crowd there still am arrest you.
I was West. We were this man.
I have a
my brother.
I have a West election. I saw that one there. Sam George. And I might be some media person.
Some people are.
Some media person not that.
Some people are not crippled.
I would say that time the IGP. Yes, only one. Maybe based on that crime, maybe a retired. And that party came, and then it was asked to investigate.
And what happened with that?
That's why the Muhammad changed him. The Muhammad say no.
Yes. So you see leadership.
So right now that we are here.
That's the difference.
Right now that we are here.
Nanado was keeping Dampare.
Let me come in with this. Can you carry a topic? Can you go on the topic?
Yeah. Let's go.
By election.
But that's what you have done.
That by election. Recently, I learned that I did some arrest of some people with ammunitions. And I saw a Chinese man inside, about 2 Chinese people in the pictures with their faces.
Okay.
2 Chinese or 3 Chinese people here. And I was like, what are the Chinese got to do with this election? This and then they were linking that arrest to that Akotaba election. I was shocked. Because we know Akotaba is a mining
community.
Area. Akotaba is a mining enclave. So to arrest Chinese with guns and other with his boys with guns, you know they are illegal miners. Don't link that one even to the Akotaba election. We can say you've arrested some Galamsey people who are having ammunition or some weapons with them. But they don't come and link that to a Kutaba election.
But nobody linked it to
the report. They said the Kutaba election, they've arrested eight people who have ammunition. Some of the reports, we've reading the statements every day on social media.
We can't. We are talking about reports, not just social media.
No, that was the reports. The reports from the institution. The report, that Kutaba election, they've arrested 8, and then people were happy. They were clapping. Others were saying, "No, what has the Chinese men got to do with Kutaba election?" And that is under that statement. That statement is not.
So you don't think the Chinese can have any influence?
The Chinese are doing their illegal mining there.
There's people there.
The Chinese are doing
my brother. I'm coming. Let me give you a
scenario.
scenario. Let's just suppose we two here are the ones seeking for the seat there. You are a Chinese doing illegal mining. Now between us, one of us will permit you to continue.
As a matter of fact, Mr. Omari, as a matter of fact, the MPP candidate is into mining.
Let me come in.
As to whether it is legal or illegal, nobody knows for now.
If you are contesting for the seat and I'm a Chinese, maybe I might have one interest. You're just legal mining.
Exactly.
So what can the MP do? If the MP go to grant him permit, you have the presidency there. You have so it means they can say you have to tell them that they can say the MPs in the mining constituencies are the ones giving the permit or giving the permission to mine. That's not the case. So that's what I'm saying. The Chinese
don't twist the scenario I just.
No, the scenario given it's like they have interest in the mining because the MPs can give them some permission to mine or to do legal mining. That's how.
And you don't believe that?
So now you should believe if the president is even let's say if the president is even coming out with some policies to stop them to stop Galamsey, MPs can be there and don't allow them to mine. Fine, if I should believe that, I can believe that. If I want to believe that, I can believe that.
All these Galamsey areas, are they not MPs?
The MPs are not
so should you say the MPs and the MCs are granting the permit to do the illegal mining?
Yes, in some instances.
So in some instances,
yes.
No, excuse me.
Don't.
What I'm saying is that the Chinese has nothing to do with the election. If the president wants to stop Galamsey, I could say now that Chinese man over there cannot do anything. If the president wants to stop Galamsey now in Nakutia, that Chinese man in Nakutia can never do anything. Unless the president is not serious. Unless the president is not serious to stop it.
The arrest, as I wanted you to understand, nobody established whether it's.
They linked it to the Kutaba election.
See.
Just link the Kutaba election.
I'm coming right now. As we are here, if this place is cited as a flammable environment, and someone is coming who has a matches or let's say a lighter on them. In the person's mind, he is not coming here to light us up here. But for security's sake, they will never allow him to enter.
So
we all know. See, have you heard
a statement? You have drawn the line.
Have you heard a statement that the Interior Ministry has come to say that not even a licensed weapon should be seen there? Even if you're licensed,
I agree with the Interior Minister, but we shouldn't link this to the by-election.
The whole thing is this: we know that
this is the Galamsey fight.
We know what we know what we have at stake. We know what is at stake there. Anything at all can be triggered. Anything at all can be triggered.
You believe anything can be triggered?
Your party has even come out to say that they don't believe in the safety of the police, so they are going to protect themselves. And you are telling me nothing is at stake.
Because we banned vigilantism in Ghana, and then the NDC has reintroduced vigilantism to Ghana.
When did the NDC introduce vigilantism? Has it been established officially that those people are NDC?
Mr. Mari, I was the witness there. That's what I'm saying. If I'm speaking, what triggered that attack? I was the witness. This man, I don't know his name, was wearing a white shirt with the white. White, and then he was standing there and he asked.
And he's a vigilante man.
No, let me start from where. And he was saying, he said, "What's that woman doing there?" Hands for touch him. Say, hands for touch him. Then I know me a call. We just said that pick up. Embassy on my guys, macho men. Now me macho here. Macho men are dropping from the pickup, and they put the police away and attack the former MP, which is very bad. I was there. I was the witness. I saw everything with my eye. Okay. Methodist church, St. Peter's Methodist police station. I was there. I was a witness. What's that woman doing there? Hands for touch him.
Okay.
Hands for that. Why instigating? And I'm here on your corner, pick up in Madrid. They didn't wait, they didn't know. When you pick up landed. Russian core, police force don't play to chain. Attack. But I would say it's also faulty because no good have weapon on. Yeah, Ucha no Ucha. Now that Kutia election. I'll believe the people for Kutia. That they should listen to the campaign the NDC is doing, because the NDC is treading on a very wrong path.
Well, what their message? What is their message?
Their message is like vote for someone whose government is in power, and it's very wrong. Yeah, if that's the case, then anytime there'll be a by-election, then there shouldn't even be a contest.
Okay.
Because campaign on messages, like on merit, you're in power for 8 months. You flash on policies. At this point, I could tell for let the NDC know. I'm catching on Montiasi, make a tree like for Natiasi. Send this for the Bamonchaya. Just someone say, oh, 25 economy, ya start time a coswa. You see, and the Juma Abba, I could hear Hono. Until Mama Wilson Bra, Mama, lawyer now on the case Nichina, on us after just have 2 in the pan. The Mama simple. You get it? And I said, yeah, oh, the National Apprenticeship Program, no, yeah, ba. Say, boys better than you be able to continue be but don't go there and say, much more be an government. It's like what someone say, if your government is not in, if a party is not in government, not all your MP are it's simple. The secretary say, if your government is not in power, not all your MP are. But you've seen MPs whose government are not in power, but they were working.
Okay.
And they make say omunye juma na abrakwa time na people power no nye juma constituency.
No yeah.
No nye juma.
Even as we are talking now, this man the Nsawamadu MP.
I heard them pray.
He's doing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That we shouldn't like you are doing politics every day. Your mama for that say this is how it's supposed to be. Oko have a message na ko hono. For message be I say o yama 8 months. Your mama 8 months no. O de den aba. O de den aba. O ba na kutia for no so me so faso. The more first na on top of it.
Okay.
That would be a good message. More than say vote for somebody whose government is in power. You see, nothing in country and me catch kutia for you can vote for somebody whose government is in power. Depend on to lobby famba. I'm being honest with you. You can lobby for someone whose government is in power. And I'm saying now MC now or DC no wakutia already. If you should vote for someone whose government is in power, that's not my juma. Yeah. Then the DC, then the MC. I don't know. I could test the district. So let me say the DC. The DC, no. What? Then all I could tell him. Because MC, I buy my BI for DC. Whatever the government will do, it passes through the assembly.
Yeah.
So DC no, DC and DC near. Then I say, now try MP DC not to juma. And I buy it in juma. It's very bad.
Okay.
And this is trending on the back, and that's very. Don't say so.
Okay.
This kind of campaign, it came. Call with message 28 billion juye and I just buy electric a crave alcohol and I only smoke catch room. Meanwhile, one lunch in my baby, one lunch yet here, they be a lunch then. Mama lunch in my 50 billion organ. Within 8 months, one lunch in my 50 billion organ. See,
good.
I could tell for
it's good.
Settings. Yeah, never lunch in now, but I'm also could tell for some say, never mama lunch no. A mood de hang a mo.
Okay.
I'll buy 25 economy no. I could tell for then I'm on the film, then pan on the film, 25 economy no. Then I found that it might be war, I could tell her man. Yeah, man, Jumabia. I can say, Bia, 133. 1 job, 3 people, 3 shifts. And I found out could tell her when she and cast and if that could tell because there's for club.
Okay.
That's and there's a move, the man can know with me, or money owned by a woman as in Biakachem. Don't have anything to tell you. The Amaba say, to be an about power. And yeah, what? In governance, in a democracy, so position in Ukraine, a binding deep as in Europe. So when your position on a binding deep as in
okay.
So you can push Mr. Slomasumedi. Already a town boy, I don't know, a home boy, what as you know, or a fresh town boy. I don't be able to know only on a that's what the Muti, on Muti. You know him, he has a concession, a legal acquired concession.
Okay.
On that legal mine, a legal acquired concession.
Okay.
On the boys in the age of paper from which mean the first woman how to cow honum. How to legal acquired concession or mining.
Okay.
On that legal mine, and pen has him. So legal mine can let Obaso by election. Tabanaka Yoku Craft. Kabiana one friend.
Okay.
But because legal mining, about being to be friendly or Bojuma. Okay. Legal might not be on legal with our home now. Moya Galasino. A man for a beige one yet coffee. Maybe can't shall say about ultimate lobby. Obet lobby. I said, be so bad. A befa DC so. Say DC in Embon Homodia, Mefako Shobia. Say DC not in Embon Homodia, Mefako Shobia. The NDC is doing a wrong campaign. Masaka Saunabo. My campaign muneding. My campaign muneding. The mom has so and the ye. Momon da ye, be papa and Namo baby so. I did Debine Indi.
Okay.
I say, and fine, blue fiber can I am on no mundi. No munya holding.
All right.
The Diana will be a catch you.
Okay.
I could tell be there Saturday.
Okay.
My one cast Saturday. I'll be there to witness everything.
All right.
I'll be there Saturday to campaign before 2nd September.
Okay.
To hit the ground to campaign.
All right.
Then is the four cano. Mr. Kutia for Moby can't shall say, Montuma Obia, not by all power. And no, and cash. Yeah, on my MP, not by power, but of course, she know oil. Or maybe be don't let them lie to you.
All right.
And as I can put on a trim.
Okay.
A trim. That to come with a message. As some of the time for soon. You buy in 8 months, we launch this policy, we know. I could say for money so fast. You launch it, you ya ma put family baby wa wa baby akwa ya money be e wa hase ya oyebi te enche be so at least omo na ya we say we got a national way on launch here and yet you know different people be and say be some set of group of people
sure
you launch ma the whole Ghana the DC or why you there officer you know one ma then so
okay all right
but can come to police aban bia ba come to police there ofabi normal aban bia no ka power on for community police here
okay
so they can say mama police say wo hono ma this year no and not and that's what my campaign was and yet say they never to man be an about power
okay
to man be an about power side in the trip you call send off you call send off not my buying the power by am contested the day you call I don't say also not to be an about power okay make sense behind him
yeah that's
campaign we trim for campaign
yeah that's it Evie
yes sir chief me pacho omo ye hweye e wo Facebook no omumra no ombehe menuapo nanim or team fifre at this particular point in time the most difficult job on this earth on the surface of this earth is to try to defend the MPP obebre because the center cannot hold Minia
yes sir
ye kwoto aba by election ewo Akutia every party will carry a message every party will carry a message the MPP doesn't have a single message for the people of Akutia and they are going about saying that the NDC is saying their party is in power or the NDC is in power so the people of the good people of Akutia should vote for the NDC candidate. My brother, then you are not on the ground. As we speak today, the entire nation understands the governance of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, and for that matter, the NDC. We know what is happening. Look at the sound economy that everybody is seeing, is feeling, is enjoying. You think that is not good enough a ground or good enough a reason to vote or give the NDC mandate in Akutia? You think the people of Akutia don't know that there is a good government in place? My brother, you see, this Akutia elections, already we know there is a 5-4, scores, right? The NDC will equalize this thing come, inshallah, on Tuesday.
Okay.
Because we have a working government in place. The people understand good governance. You understand?
Okay.
Look at the personalities involved. Look at the person of the MPP candidate and the person of the NDC candidate. You understand?
Okay. In terms of security.
I'm not even done. You understand? Look, Look at the campaign message of the MPP. This is a mining community, and so it's all about mining. It's not about law. He doesn't really understand what he's doing. As somebody vying to go to parliament, you don't know that parliament is a house of law. You are telling the people that they should vote for you because the place is a mining community, which means that the guy is doing illegal mining. He's not doing mining per law. My brother, do you know?
Government. That's not true.
The man is speaking.
You're in government.
He's saying that.
But he's not doing illegal mining.
Fine, fair enough. But his posture, is telling us that the man. Because, how can you tell us that it is not? Oh, my brother.
Don't misquote me.
That
my
has
brother,
been established.
He's
not doing.
My brother, you are interjecting. Calm down. The man in question is saying that Parliament or whatever they are doing there in Akwetia come 2nd September. It's not about law. So what does that mean? He doesn't even know that going to Parliament is about going to ensure that there are laws that are working, laws are enacted to help develop this country. He doesn't know. He is bereft of the fact that this country is governed by law. You understand? How can you put this person in parliament? Somebody who, excuse my language, is lawless.
Wow, is he lawless?
He is saying that it is not about law. Being in parliament is not about law.
It doesn't mean he's lawless.
It doesn't mean he's lawless. How many MPs are lawyers?
So you see, my brother, you see, so the language he is speaking, he doesn't even understand.
No.
When I say that what we are going to do on Saturday is not about law, what does it mean?
You said it's about law because how many MPs are lawyers? The certain MPs, how many of them are lawyers?
My brother, you are not listening to me. You are not listening to me. You are not listening to me.
Someone has
what do parliamentarians do? What do parliamentarians do?
Yeah, they make laws for us.
And the man says that it's not about law.
The man says it's not about law. Why does say this?
It's not you. My brother, you are. Now who ain't the man in question.
You're misquoting me here.
Misquoting you like how?
He's speaking of the candidate.
I'm talking about your candidate. You understand? Oh, my brother, I won't do that to you. I won't ascribe things you have not said to you. But this is the man who is standing to become the MP of the area, saying that going to parliament is not about law. Then what is it about? You understand? You see, I've told you, the MPP number one, I don't know, the education is not good.
Are you sure?
I'm telling you. Share Jesus no. You GHS no. But MPP they are being full, or my being, or my shoe, or my say, share me do. Me call and some me call university. And I'm realizing, it's the end I know Umudi try to raise her. Oh my bon, Umudim she. You understand? You are a whole house of representatives. You are going to represent the good people of Akwetia. You are telling them that going to parliament is not about law. This guy, what is he going to do in parliament? And you see, his government has been in power for 8 solid years. They should recount or count for us or table down the developments his party has brought to the people of Akwetia. No, you are saying it's not about whose party is in power. Okay, you have been in power for ages. What have you done in Akwetia? What have you done in Akwetia for the people of Akwetia to even, it's a diamond mining community.
Yeah.
For the good people of Akwetia, what have you done?
But then I'm coming.
I'll come to the security matter. Don't worry.
I'm not even delving into the security matter. See, and this thing, I'm throwing it to both parties. NDC has been in power for how many years?
For how many years? For just 7 months.
No. Under the Fourth Republic.
Of course, we were in power till 2000. 2008, we came back to power. 2016, we exited.
Okay. So we can even say that The NDC has been in power much more than the NPP.
Mm-hmm.
But look at a diamond mining community. Like Akotia.
You know one thing? That is a different topic altogether. You know, when it comes to these matters, I am apolitical. I go very straight, and I ensure that my utterances is devoid of politics.
Oh, you definitely have your time.
You understand? My brother, it's pathetic that you find resource-rich areas in this country that are bedeviled with poverty, abject poverty and misery. You understand? It's heartbreaking. That is why, for me, I cannot forgive the MPP and their forefathers. They are responsible for these setbacks this country is going through. You understand?
No, okay.
My brother, you see, I want to tackle the issue about Equatorial elections. Then we'll talk about the importance of mining in that community. How well the people, the good people of Equatorial have benefited. But that aside, my brother, the elections of Equatorial is simple. You know, Nanado once advised, or Nanado once went raw on the people of Ejumako.
Okay.
You remember when the chiefs of Ejumako went to visit him at the Flagstaff House? Nanado told them that he mafiaed them. He deliberately shunned them. He deliberately deprived them of their share of the national cake.
You have viewers listening to this now. So what is saying?
My brother.
Nanado told them that deliberately mafiaed them.
Now you see,
Mr.
Omari, why is it that you always bring people who are not Ghanaian to this show?
This is a very credible station. And
you always bring non-Ghanaian MPPs.
Nanado said,
my brother.
Deliberately mafiaed them.
But what Mami Kasemvi?
He is speaking. Let him
finish. You have viewers listening to this
now. Let him finish.
Nanado said, I'm reiterating my point. Nanado said he deliberately mafiaed them, the people of Ejumako. He deliberately left them out of the national cake because they didn't vote for his MPP candidate. Now this on record. He is on record to say this. My brother, no. You see, Ghanaians know the credibility, or they know Ghanaians know the veracity of the point I'm making. All these things. He didn't say it. I'm quoting another verbatim. No, my brother, wait. I will interject him. When is his time? When is his time? I will interject him. When is his time? I will interject him. But you know one thing, Mimi say I am quoting Nanado verbatim.
Okay.
That's what Nanado told the chiefs of Ejumako. Go to YouTube. You find the videos there. What Nanado was telling the people, the chiefs, in fact, hi Charlie, the people you went with your knees on the ground begging for power. After having power, you told them that because they didn't vote for the MPP candidate, that is why you also, turn your back against them. Nanado said this thing. So in this contest, aren't the people of Equatorial going to learn from this? Knowing that when you vote for a party that is in power, a reasonable party like the NDC, led by His Excellency, the finest president ever.
Okay.
His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, they are going to benefit. Are you saying the people of Equatorial don't know? They don't know that when they have an NDC candidate in their area, or they have an NDC MP, for that matter, MP, he is going to bring development to the area, ensure that they have good roads, they have good schools, good drinking water, and the illegal mining we are fighting as a country will be championed by the NDC candidate, because already the utterances of the MPP candidate shows that when he is in parliament, he will not do anything. He will not help to create or enact laws that will curtail the devil we are all fighting.
Okay.
His statement is very clear that the place is a mining community and it's not about law. You see, that's why I'm saying that we have to investigate this man. The man is saying that the community is not about law, it's about mining. Does it mean that we mine without laws? Look, the man is speaking volumes. We have to interrogate this man, know whether he is doing illegal or legal, mining. My brother, back to my point.
Okay.
You see, violence in by-elections was never a critical matter of discussion until the former president Nanado came into political limelight.
Really?
My brother, even general elections, we don't record death. We don't record deaths until Nanado came to politics. People lost their lives in elections. You see, when you compare the gravity of sins, political sins committed under the MPP in by-elections, you will know that this country must always stand against the MPP. Look at what happened in Ayawaso West, a mere by-election. Some people had to lose their legs. They've become crippled for life. Some people were shot and maimed. A whole member of parliament. You see, when you talk ill against parliament, you are in contempt of parliament. Okay. For a mere this is radio, I don't want to use this word, but for a hooligan to stretch his hand and hit a member of parliament, this is serious enough. What kind of political party is MPP? That you always cause us to retrogress as a nation? These things happened under Nanado.
Okay.
He swept them under the carpet. And in fact, patted those hooligans on their backs.
How did you do that?
There was an investigation, an inquiry into the Ayawaso West, wagon election, by-elections.
Okay.
The findings were so clear. The people involved were to be prosecuted. What did Nanado do? He threw away or chewed that paper and threw it somewhere. You understand? That is what he did. Now look at the MPP crying foul for crimes that have not been committed. Now look at the IGP. This IGP, he said, I don't know. Some people are just born professionals. He has deployed 5,000 uniformed men to man these elections. There are almost, I think, about 200.
Is that not his duty?
It's his duty. That is what happens when you have a president nominating an IGP for that post without considering parochial interest, without considering partisan interest.
Okay. Please, you have 2 minutes to end. So.
Oh, just now.
Hey, do you know how many minutes?
But anyway,
15 minutes.
Anyway, this IGP has shown his objectivity. He has shown his patriotism to ensuring that this country is on track.
Okay.
These elections will be held peacefully. The MPP should stop. You see, they should know that the NDC, but for the kind of leaders we had, like His Excellency John Evans Atamos, and the finest president ever, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, the NDC will match the MPP boot for boot in any way they inform they come. But we know we are pursuing democracy.
Okay.
We are building a country. So they should stop going about threatening. Oh, these by-elections will show the NDC. They did that in Ablekuma North. Who caused the Ablekuma North, violence? You are sitting here admitting that yes, she was also weaponized.
Okay.
My brother.
Okay.
You see, we should stop these things.
All right.
You see, some of these matters, if we don't divorce partisan politics or considerations from them, these things will come back and haunt us. Me, I don't subscribe to violence, political violence. You are going to find a job for somebody's father, somebody's brother, husband, and you want to cause the country or hurt the country in a way. I don't condone that.
Okay.
So we must all, fight or call out people who are engaged in these things. But for Akwetia's elections, I can tell you, I am so certain that the good people of Akwetia will give the mandate to the NDC candidate.
Okay.
Because his person is unmatched by the MPP candidate.
All right.
His demeanor, his level of intelligence, his love for the people of Akwetia cannot be matched by the MPP. The MPP candidate is all his interest is the mining.
All right. Okay.
Whether legal or illegal, his point is mining.
Last 3 weeks thereabout, we had an incident in which people has given so many theories to how it came by. They were calling for committees to be set to probe into this. The local committee by the Ghana Air Force was recommended, but people stood in and said, no, we need an independent committee. Finally, government listens to us. Committee has been set, which is made up of U.S. aircraft intelligence, who is also assisting us. I even learned the Russian intelligence were also on board to assist us if we would ever need their help. So yes, the committee has been set. Government has given this committee a 30-day ultimatum to come up with their findings, and do you think finally we are about to get what exactly resulted into this accident, and
Mr. Mari,
what you would expect from it?
Use some few minutes of my time to rebut whatever some certain things you said.
Okay, you have 8 minutes.
Yeah, so let me just use some few minutes.
Okay.
Like he was making claims that the MPP does not have a message. The MPP, the people of Akotia, the people are not going to vote for MPP because we didn't wait for them. Let this be on record that in 2024, the people of Akotia voted for MPP and Neskumi. And Neskumi was the one representing them in Parliament.
Okay.
So don't come here and making noises that the MPP hasn't done anything for the people of Akotia.
But you know that seat was under contention.
But wasn't this sworn in? It was sworn in. It was sworn in Parliament.
And it was taken to court, so it was still under.
So yeah, that even who also said that the seat was in court. And later on he decided not to follow again. It was Katie Hammond. Yeah. You get it, yeah. And this same lawyer,
Katie Hammond.
Yeah, he told us he was doing some video. I watched the video.
He said he didn't want to.
He said he didn't want to follow.
His seat.
Yeah, he said he didn't want to follow.
He took it to court and they squashed it.
He said he didn't want to follow anymore. So now the same lawyer who was defending the NDC candidate, the NDC candidate, the same lawyer, is not the candidate now. On record, and the Skumi of the MPP was the one representing the Akotia people of Akotia. And also, he was making some things, and Hado made some statements in regards to this Jumako and other things, which I'll say. So you should also say, Mahama came to Ashanti region and said, even if the good air could Tamaya Krana and so this is also another insult. The second biggest city in Ghana. But I know we don't go to science you and not do election.
Okay,
fine. Now let's come to this helicopter issue. The helicopter crash happened on the 6th of August. We are now getting to about 1 month that this crash happened.
Yeah.
I always say, may their souls rest in peace. Now you're not going to have an investigation of what exactly that caused. And I guess they found the black box. They found the black box.
Yeah, they have.
Yeah, so they should just do everything possible, investigate, and come out with the truth. Yeah, now the forensic DNA analysis. So now they'll be able to identify each body, like the bodies of those who are gone, and they bury them. So I'm going to can see. But initially, I thought this thing was a spiritual issue.
Why?
Oh, that was what I thought.
Okay.
Because after the crash happened, we established Prophecy Approval Board. Yeah, we have Food and Drugs Board. FDB. Or is it FDA now? Food and Drugs Authority.
Yeah.
So then we also came to have the Prophecy Approval Board, FAB.
Okay.
Which Nanasuman Kwahine, the first of Sefi Yankra, was the head. No, Suman Kwahine, the only people who must him. So Nanasuman Kwahine. So initially, I was thinking it was a spiritual matter, and then they're going to gather some prophets and other things just to come out. Because after the crash, the first thing they did was to establish an office for prophecy approval.
Okay.
Now, Suman Kwahine, it was a free Yankra. It's now run away from his job. Suman Kwahine never sell. It might not do so bad, yeah. Suman Kwahine, you man heading. Oh, Suman Kwahine, I don't know myself. It's like my phone has cartons. About Mahamadi cartons. I'm not from. Then ask them what they're trying to mean. But it's good. You are now getting assistance from international bodies to assist us, to help us. Because initially, a black house say Ghana is a sovereign country, and then we don't need anything from the US. We don't need a sovereign country, but that's why I always say, as black wise, is certain always certain mistakes. It's all chances. If the US can done to the Ghana is a sovereign country, but if you need help, then we go there. We call them for assistance. But as a sovereign country, second, we shouldn't even call them for assistance. We can do everything on our own.
Okay.
So certain times, some of our countries are bad. The black white also right now, his position, he is representing Ghana internationally.
Okay.
All the ambassadors are under him. All the embassies, we be sir. You get it? So so check his utterances. We are just waiting for them to come out with the full report of whatever that happened. The black box is there. Sometime TikTok, I changed the video on TikTok. Now I will say black box no. Oh, don't know me boy, ready. People are making fun of it. People are just making fun. But in reality, if we get a full report, we'll be okay. Whether it was a fault on the engine, or whether there was some woman, is it a comfort or whatever. Okay, that's into a plastic with you. You get people are just making speculations, are making just personal commentaries about the incident.
Sure.
So we should just come out. We just need a very authentic report. Now, whatever people are thinking, it be spiritual. It be spiritual because Mama they can say the agro. It be say some time ago. People are saying everything. People are saying for cancer. So we are just waiting for the report. Me, the bit Makane there. Because I said the military partisan, former High Commissioner to Ghana High Commissioner to UK, and then look at former current High Commissioner to UK, Zita. I said the military partisan. I don't know what she was trying to mean. Okay. So like people having some speculations about this incident. They are trying to say, we need a very good report, a very authentic report. Okay. Now they're going to be able to be an info. You get this? Say spiritual transfer. I can't say spiritual transfer. Suman Kwahine, Nana. If we anchor the first, now I Ghana Suman Kwahine this is back. If you are quite remember GhanaTalks, no, I did the second, but he said that we've installed you as the Nana Suman Kwahine the first of Ghana, of my Ghana. I'm not Suman Kwahine. If it's spiritual, also you should come out let us know about a conforming as a phone about Jenny. If it's spiritual, we should know. Then you know how to tackle it. If it's something physical, you should also know. No, never propaganda, Mr. Messer. Never propaganda. Someone Kwahine in the post. Someone Kwahine aid in the post. Allows man Kwahine to enjoy his position. It's not easy to become a Someone Kwahine. If you go to my hometown, you can take us to be a Someone Kwahine, and it's easy. So I was if you anchor, you can see the spiritual realm.
Okay.
And it's the Someone Kwahine for Ghana. So if it's spiritual ways that affected the helicopter, you should also know.
Okay.
Then going forward also, if you need a new one, the NDC shouldn't be shy.
Okay.
If you need a new presidential jet, the NDC, they should put all these ways aside and come to parliament.
Like the MPP doesn't know the problem.
Come to parliament and let Ghanaians know that.
Which presidential jet?
If you need, I mean, if you need now the jet we have, we are not using it. Are you using it?
Why are we not using it?
When they're in the position, I must say,
I think this is a conversation for another day. So
I'm saying, yeah. Even this Z9, this Z9 helicopter when it got crashed, Bobby Ansa on his Facebook wall said that Nanado was the one who protected that, procured those helicopters. No, what was procured in 2015?
Okay.
By John Mahama himself.
All right.
By Bobby Ansa, Bobby Ansa made it on his Facebook page that Nanado say Abani Bay in Tinipa Desani, Akokra 1960 helicopter Bagana. Bobby Ansa, which is very bad. You get it. Bobby Ansa. Oh, thank you. Say this for the Munini. Kabna Bobby Ansa. So
MPP woman or MPP that had.
If my mom is an NDC, I'm an MPP. It doesn't have nothing to do.
And I walk as to say or you be oh massa.
A full NDC on the regime, a full regime, but it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Wakasa 1 hour.
What I want to tell you is that the person can say you need an authentic report. Okay. Or if it's spiritual also, so man should come out and tell us.
Is he interested in that?
Epi.
Yes, our chief. I mean, we pronounce them wrong. Winim. Yeah. This matter about the plane crash and the inquiries into it, I think I will not deviate from my previous stand. Okay. Yeah. I think that as a nation we need to be serious. Okay. We need to wake up. We are in our slumber. We need to wake up to the realities of the day. You see, honestly speaking, I know we are blacks. We must take spiritual matters seriously. Yeah. But for any government we have or any government of the day, if you are to include the possibilities of any calamity or you ascribe any, you try to correlate or relate any accidents, any accident of any kind to spiritual matters, then it's problematic.
Okay.
You take taxes on behalf of the people, you make revenue on behalf of the people. You have to be responsible.
Okay.
I have told you that when this thing happened, I went, made a thorough research and realized that the Z9 is substandard, is not fit for purpose. We shouldn't have even used, we should not even have gone for it. For the mere fact that other countries who made purchases of that particular Z9 had crashes.
Okay.
I talked about Zambia, Guinea, and some other African countries who bought it before us.
Sure.
And crashed before us. So it was an inferior good we went for. I still stand by the fact that this is the resultant effect which has caused the loss of our 8 gallant men. Anything, I'm sure the result will come out authenticating what I've said or corroborating my stand. Okay. My problem has to do with the fact that we are requiring the help of America to do this thing.
Why do you think that is a problem?
Don't we have Ghana Aviation School? Are they not capacitated enough to do this independently? My brother, you see my problem with this country. We are not serious. We have not invented anything. We have not done anything for ourselves. we have consumed and chopped all the resources we have. So mere interrogation of a black box, we need expertise from America. Haven't we trained people in the aviation field in America? Haven't we sent them out, sent our students out to go and then get knowledge about some of these things overseas? What is wrong with us? Why must we always rely on the white man for some petty things like this? That is why anytime I am having a political discourse, I try as much as I can to divorce politics, of it. Because I am a youth. We will take over as the next generation. Anything betrothed to us that is problematic will set us back. We need to be serious as a nation.
Okay.
You understand?
Yeah.
Now, this group, I think it's an 11-member committee, right?
I
yes.
think so.
I don't know how many Ghanaian professors are on this group, on this, committee. Our professors make the loudest noise when it comes to let's share and chop. They are not. We cannot contribute meaningfully. It hurts me that expertise such as this, we don't get our professors, those who always will come and talk big English. I mean, what kind of country are we having? We need to be serious as a nation.
Okay.
Look at my brother subscribing to these spiritual things, and Master, as a state, as politicians, we should not try to create any bridge between reality and spirituality.
I'm not the one who did it. I'm not the one. I feel Ankara established the presidency. I'm not the one who came out.
My brother, even that committee, I understand, has been there.
Oh yeah, it's been
there.
It was created in 2019.
Yes.
By now, you have Usman Kwame in charge of it.
No. Say there is a new. That is why, my brother. Have you realized that I didn't mention the MPP?
Our time is up.
Have you realized I didn't mention the MPP?
Paul, kindly let.
But I know that this thing was established in 2019 by Nanado. I know, but I didn't mention him. I generalized it because politicians should stop. Excuse me, like this stupidity.
No,
you take taxes, you make revenue from our exports. Do the right thing.
Sure.
When you go to America, you find these these guys with big jeans and big dresses.
Yeah.
Flying proper helicopters, choppers. Expensive, in fact, $10 million choppers. Then as a whole, as a country, you go and purchase a chopper at $1.5 million. My brother, why? Why? A small, a group, in fact, one person will go and they ensure that he is buying a chopper at $10 million to see for security's sake, for the purpose of ensuring that his life is comfortable. The whole nation, we go for an inferior good such as this one. It's bad.
Okay.
We need to sit up. We shouldn't ascribe some of these things to spiritual reasons, and somebody has said this and in the past and is hunting the country. My brother, let's get serious.
Okay.
You understand? Let's get serious. We are all awaiting the findings of this committee. But me, I'm sure that they will not be far from the findings will not be far from this. My stand. Okay. I'm sure. And these black box things they are talking about, from what I've read about this black box, it doesn't even contain a lot of information. Or it can the black box I hear record the geographical whatever of the craft before it fell into. They said there's something called voice recorder at in the cockpit.
Yeah.
That one will have the messages regarding conversations that they had in the aircraft. Okay.
Sure.
So we are all awaiting for the findings, but as a country we need to be serious.
Okay.
I know that the fundamental reason or cause of this accident is nothing but ineptitude, nothing but the fear factor I talked the other time. I talked about the other time.
Yeah.
And corruption. Okay, I'm sure we have to abstain from some of these things, ensure that we get value for our resources. We should put fear away.
Okay.
We have sold our gold to the white man since time immemorial. We are receiving less than 50% of gold revenue. Less than 50%, it belongs to us. The white man comes, mines it away, and gives us less than 50%. We did same with our oil. We are getting less than 18% with our oil. What is wrong with us as a people? When are we going to get enough revenue to be able to resource our military, our police? When you go to the developed world, the police unit has helicopters, proper helicopters. Okay?
Yeah.
7 in the service, in the police service. The military have their own. Even fire service, units, they have helicopters. Our fire service units, even the tanks they are using is 40. Sometimes when there's a fire outbreak, you will see them blowing the siren. Everybody is giving them way for them to reach there and say they are coming to observe and that their tank is empty.
Okay, kindly wrap it up.
My brother, we have to get serious as a nation.
Okay.
We should apply our taxes to the right things. We should put down our scale of preference as a nation. Ensure that our natural resource, we get the best out of it to be able to develop.
Okay.
We need to resource the institutions. President Obama said something some time ago when he was in Ghana here, that Africa needs strong institutions, not strong men.
Okay.
We need strong institutions that will demand accountability.
All right.
If the military was strong enough, they will reject this Z9s. If the police service was strong enough, they will reject any inferior good that is brought to them by politicians. Okay. This one, we can't do politics with it. Lives are at stake. In fact, lives were lost as a result of this matter.
All right.
You understand? So, Pa,
yes, sir.
I know you're a good man. In fact, I pray that one day you venture into politics.
No. It should just be at its corner.
No, we need good men like him to join the NDC and fight for the good of Ghana. Then it's not true. It's not true.
Wait, thank you. We thank you for staying with us. But your last words before.
What is happening? For what? What has he done?
My final words. We'll still go to the good people of Akutia. That you know what the people did for you, has done for you, and then people did for you. That's why you voted for Honorable Ernest Kumi.
Okay.
I'm sure you didn't vote based on tribal sentiments or whatever. You voted based on what the party, development the party has brought into your constituency
and what are they?
Your communities. That's why you voted. I'm not there, but that's why they voted.
Okay.
They didn't vote just because they didn't vote on tribal merits. No, they voted based on what? On resources, development that have been brought to the constituencies.
Okay.
And the same lawyer who was frustrating Honorable Ernest Kumi, the same lawyer who wasn't making his job easier, sending to court up and down, sending him here. Now these same lawyers are now contesting the city again. Okay. The same lawyer who, the lawyer now Honorable Ernest Kumi, a man of prayer. Lawyer Ernest Kumi, a man of demand, not in court, not ordinary ha, not ordinary ha, not ordinary masala, no, no. What about you? I could tell from a country, but some country now, ye, because me come say, country. Master Munimujuma pa MPP a mammo. Hey, I don't know to my mind is coming. Mantoman, Motoman, because Unujuma pa MPP a mammo. Me before better and I know they believed in whatever they are getting, or whatever they are getting, they're benefiting from that person. In your say, in the school to man no parliament and a lawyer we are trying and then out this ha not court we not court we not court we am a man the man because
there are theories that you guys killed him.
The same lawyer now no pa kunyaniti not nam court I'm na school me adwendwen wa saa fa ho ha ewu and na pese botu no akutia fo e besremo ma boni nda ho no ejimudi sinyam ya na school me no monyama Solomon Asumedu pepe we e boko mu peaceful election abale kwato a fa wide card voter ID card ko ha kwato la boko otu ye ne ba fi 5 bar ne ko ye kan na ojina ho no ma oni enda ho se abowo no ma oni nda ho no ye kan na ojina ho menja ho enkoda se ye kan ya mon kan eni sifo enje mun dio hwe okọ okakwe central dio si ho no yabo ama de si won che ho no ma e bo se ndi enje mun di nti motu wi a ye kan ya mma me nda ho na mun jina ho no aba no ye wi ne wie okọ na se msese wadi kada ya ka de ko odi wo we mu kwa obitu aba ne bi
okay me kasa actually the good people of Akwatia Bernard Bedu who is the NDC candidate onyem beye MP hwe schools a waso omasene obo mo all mamo ni akadia omode ebetimi ama adesua akoso yiye ewo sa constituency ho hwe niam papa oye look at the things he's doing for the people of Akwatia even when he doesn't have he's not in parliament. Imagine what he will do when he's in parliament. In fact, more to it, his government is in power. MPP wo kotoam Akwatia for mo kotomo mo a assembly ba parliament o mo offense o ma boycott parliament men kotomo bi a kakra bi na o pie free parliament aduma na ombetima ya no ontimi na parliament nya aduma am kamera bi amamo ni MPP be kan bi eno anom be dis so far ni MPP etima ya de so far apart from 24 elections and say kakra bi pe and a yampini ye pie free parliament said mona no mokoye but samutuma NDC candidate na obetna say obetna parliament akasa mamo obetna parliament ahihye mra ebema mine na mo ye wo Akwatia ho no mo disun faso ebema asetena ani abrabo aye dedede ewo Akwatia ho no NDC candidate onyam beye MP kura no mo hu odo a wayi a kire mo bohu niam papa o ya mamo enye kasa tenten enye nipa bi a ono ye wona adwuma ne ze onya kwantimi nya ne mining dabi ye pe obi a odwene mo ho obi a one mo te one mo nam abre bia mo hwehwe na mo behu no ene the NDC candidate Mr Bernard Bedu onyam beye MP waye bia mo hu ahobrase enimidie na dwemu do mo hu ne kasa won de okasa di ewo buo mu onkasa ti se nanado MPP candidate won se okasa ti den okasa ti se nanado kasa no boso na yema den enyamra na yeka parliament but NDC candidate no okasa ewo nyansam ewo abotremu ode buo mamo mo hwe no na montuma NDC candidate Mr Bernard Bedu onne ba bejimo afri nkwasu mu na MPP de Akwatia famu hwe na omudi amase MPP nya party bi Akwatia fo mu be esi mususo muso ho muntu amase he in 24 elections no the gap was 2000 Mr Moon reverse no mumma gap mram na MPP for team next time no mo ba next time mo ba omo di buo beba
okay
fashion another disaster. One a VIP.
Making time to.
Oh, but you know, she's working. She's working. MPP Edmona in power.
Through the entire show. Yeah, but this is where we'll end the show. We'll come your way same time tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Masa, niya